that music gets me pumped up. Jose, how are you, man?
Talk again.
Check, check.
It's
Mic
you.
check 1 2. Check,
There
check.
you
Mic
go.
2 1
Talk.
2.
There you go. Now you're
Hey,
back. That's why I was going like that to you because, yeah, you
every
sounded
once in a
like
while that happens to
you
me.
sounded you like you was under the sea for there for a minute.
Very far away. Yes, yes. No, I'm here. I'm here, Jose. How are you, my man?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. It's another day.
Yeah, closer
Um,
to the weekend.
but the weather's been a bit. It's sunny out there now at the moment, but we've had sunshine, we've had rain, we've had thunder, we've had hailstones. I don't know whether we've had any lightning because I've not been out to have a look at it, but I can
Snap.
hear it all. So
Sounds like you're getting a little bit of everything.
we
Sounds
had
like
it
a typical London
today
day.
down here. We've had it all. We've had it completely all. But the thing is, it's not that cold. I don't think out there. But yeah, the weather is what it is, man. Car.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Sounds
is what
sounds
it is.
wild.
And how are you? Tell the viewers how you are, Colin.
I'm lovely. Was
Fantastic.
yeah. I'll just tell the story really quick. Yesterday, everybody, I was on a 15-minute break from work. I had recently gotten this new scheduling app. This is way too much information, but it's like, hey, you got 15 minutes. You could probably go get some exercise in. And I was like, yeah, I probably could. And I ran outside barefooted because I was lazy and in a hurry, and I was just like kicking the ball around, the football, the soccer ball around, and got into some high grass. And I just went to anyway. I put all my weight down, and a stick stabbed me in the foot really good. And I got to go to the emergency room. I got to have them clean out my foot wound. They were pretty worried about it for a while, but it's fine. Yeah, now I just have to keep it clean, and hopefully it heals in a month so that I can walk whenever I come to visit you guys in good old England. So I'll be good. But yeah, don't play, as Jose says, don't play
So
football without
can I just broaden it
trainers.
now? So Colin sends me a message to say that he's been in an emergency room. I don't know. It must have been like after midnight last night. I saw it and I answered it back about an hour later. So about just before 1:30 in the morning, I answered back and said, "What's happened? Are you okay?" Anyway, Colin decides not
Nothing.
to ignore the message,
Nothing. No answer. I
not
didn't
send
mean
nothing
to.
back until today, and tells me today and sends me a photograph and gives me the detail graphically of what he did, and sends me a photograph of the injury. So
I sent Chris an unsolicited photograph of that too, and he was like, "Oh my god, man, you got to warn me." I was
So
like,
basically, I've just had a chat with Colin before we started the show, and I said to him, "Well, you never ever taught to play football in trainers or football boots?" And he was like, "Nah, but I like the nature, blah blah blah." And I said, "Okay, what about if there was shit in the grass, and you're going barefooted, you'd get shit all over yourself."
would have been better. That would have been much better than this stick. I thought, and so this is it's a new house ish and like new yard, but I've like raked, and I thought had gotten the entire yard cleaned out. Apparently not. I found the stick that I stepped on and brought it with me just so they could look and make sure. But yeah, it was fine. It just
See,
hurt like
for
none
for
other.
me,
But
to play the football is fine. I'm not. I'm not even thinking about broken bottles and glass or anything that you might find. I'm thinking about the shit. That's what I'm thinking about. So anytime that you tell me we're going to go and have a game of football, I'm taking my trainers or I'm taking my football boots because there's no way I'm standing in doo doo. It's not going
fair
to happen.
enough. Yeah.
So therefore, had you thought that way from now on, if you're going to go and play football, just think of doo doo. Just think I don't want to get shit between my toenails,
I have
and
a.
you make sure you put your trainers and your football boots on when you go out and play football.
I have to walk around with this thing right now. I have a cane at the moment, so I can't put any weight on that
Oh,
foot.
where'd you get that? That looks fancy.
It was only $10.
That looks well
Ten-
fancy. Oh,
$10
that looks kind of
$10.
that looks kind of retro. It looks like kind of an
Like
it
somebody's grandma might have it. Exactly.
it looks like an accessory that you want and that you need.
It's a lot of fun walking around with it, and everyone says, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" And then you have to say, "Oh, I'm actually just an idiot that stepped on a stick." So yeah,
From now
so
on,
that's
as I said,
how I'm
lesson
doing.
to be learned. When you go and play football, make sure you got trainers on so you can
Some
avoid
kind of
shit, sticks, and everything else.
yes, shit sticks and everything else. Exactly.
Right, let's say hello to some people. Right, Danny Ramsey's here. What time? yeah, but he must have been here about at least before the show. So smash a like and subscribe, please. That'd be good. That'd be good. Got disabled team. Got Stu saying good afternoon, Jose. I'm hoping to make the show, but if I can't, it's okay. Is it okay to put them in the comment section? Today is the results show and not predictions, which Danny kindly reminds Stu just in case Stu comes back. Potato Stew. Good afternoon, Potato Stew. I hope you're well. He's saying hello to some of the others. You've got Adrian's here saying good afternoon, Jose, Colin, et al. Et al for people, it doesn't mean el tel. Et al means and all.
And it's Latin,
old,
right?
No, it's an old Italian or sorry, Latin. It's Latin for and everyone else. Et al. So that's why he puts it in there. So just so people are aware. Potato Stew says he doesn't think he's done too bad this week. Got Graham here saying good afternoon, Jose, and Colin. Good afternoon, Graham. A man of few words. James, a Tottenham fan, just waving at us.
Big up, James.
Jamie Wotton's here saying, hey up, Jamie.
What up, Jamie?
Carl Simpson, good afternoon, gents, and everyone in the chat. Good afternoon, Carl.
What's up,
We've
Carl?
got Shawnee here. Big up me familia Colin on the injury list.
yeah. Be out for a while. Hopefully the medical team gets me quick. Gets me back on the pitch, man.
You've got a few people sounding like each other, and then you've got Mr. Belcher saying so many wrong predictions. Well, there's always next weekend and no Spurs. I will have to update people about what we're doing next weekend for predictions. All right, Wayne Bonner, howdy Cowboys and Cowgirls. Hope everyone's well and enjoying the rodeo. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Yeah, exactly.
Nick, good afternoon, Nick. Says I pop in and Jose's talking about shit. What's the world come to?
Yes, talking beers here. Nick, I missed you, buddy. It's nice to have you.
And then you've got Potato Stew saying that's the wizard staff.
Hell yeah,
and then you've got Audio saying Colin's pimp stick.
I like that. I think I'm going to take that, yeah.
And James, the Tottenham fan, says no HMP visitors on this stream. Colin will release it as a short on LTEL soon.
I actually was going to talk to you about that. I'll have to talk you through it because I don't have access to the LTEL page.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay.
We'll get it though. And I have it on here if you want to play it later. We can play it for the fine people here.
We could play. Let's before we do the prediction, let's show people. This is what happened to us on Saturday. Right.
Here we go.
This is what happened to us on Saturday.
We put the link in the chat for anybody to come in, and here's what we got. I'm really afraid that we're going to see the person's wiener on accident, Jose. That's my fear. Don't show us your wiener. Okay, good. Okay, we got Faith. We got Faith coming in. No wiener. Perfect. All right. What's up, bro? One time a guy came on here. We accidentally saw his
banged up in the HMP, bruv. What's happening?
Hey man, good to have you. Shit, I'm watching the boys get decimated out here. How you doing though, brother?
Bro, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I've got my Nokia. What I'm joined off of. Well, I had to stick up my asshole.
What? I did not know what was coming next, so I kicked him. I bet he was upset. I wouldn't have liked that if I was him.
Did you kick him or did he leave?
I think I kicked him out as soon as he said the word asshole. I was like, oh no, what's happening? Because I'm so gun shy from the last one. But yeah, I think I booted him. I at least took him off. I at least took him off of the main page and put him in the back room, and then he left after that.
You evil git, right? Evil git, right?
I know. Jamie risking his freedom.
No HMP visitors on the stream, yeah. And then Jamie saying, "I'm still at work. Can't wait for 6:30. Finish beer time after." Talking Beer says it's only pimp if you walk like a limp.
Oh, trust me, I do. Don't worry.
Pramvat saying, "Yo guys, I'm busy, and I'll drop my predictions in a bit." Pramvat, we don't need your predictions till Friday. Today is the show where we reveal the scores.
Yeah.
Jamie Wooten is saying,
WTF indeed.
You say it's a classic. Daddy's saying hilarious. Ben is saying poor phone. And Potato says he indeed say the word arsehole. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so basically, just to put it so people understand what was going on, we was doing a watch along, right? And whilst we're doing the watch along, right, I had the match on another stream, so I was watching like full screen. So, and I was watching the game, and I heard, for people that do or that own channels or that know about it channels, when someone comes on into the back, you hear a beep, a bit like a sound, right? So I was watching the game, as you can see from that clip. I was watching the game, and what you didn't catch is me saying to Colin, is there someone in the back? And then after that, Colin's dealing with it, and I'm watching the game, and I'm discussing and looking at the game, and I could only hear what this gentleman was saying. I didn't see him or anything at all, so I could only hear what he was saying, and I thought to myself, the guy has just said he's come from prison, or he's in prison. And that's what I thought he had said. And I heard everything he had to say. And then I thought to myself, hold on. And then it all went quiet. So the guy had gone. And I could hear Colin saying, don't show us your wiener and stuff like that. And I just thought to myself, hold on. And then the guy didn't disappear. And then I turned around and I said, that guy was in prison. I hope he doesn't get caught, because he's obviously contraband the phone. I hope he doesn't get caught.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't get caught. Is
Dude.
what I was saying. So I was more concerned. For the chap who'd I was more concerned for the chap about him not getting caught than I was about anything else. So yeah, it was quite funny. It was quite funny.
Banged up in the HMP.
Yeah.
That is a sentence I'd never heard ever, but I can chalk that off now of sentences I'd never heard
But the
spoken
thing
aloud.
is, though, can I just say, the thing I want to say, though, is I never realised until you just said it now that you're the one that booted him.
It was me.
I thought he had left because he had to just quickly shoot.
No, and Potato Stew is 100% right. He says, "Is it just a devil in me?" But I'm kind of interested in what he wanted to say and about the Spurs. Yeah, I should have let him have his go. I still think it's hilarious that he was watching this show. There are so many questions I have, but
you
yeah,
can't
I
ask
could
him
have had
if
him
you do
answered.
it. If
but
you
I
booted him, you
booted him.
can't ask him, can you?
No,
So-
and he's probably never coming back.
Ben says, got to stick these seeds up your butty, Morty.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Julie, your mum saying even prisoners love talking ball and Hotel Cockroach.
That's true.
Ben is saying way up there. And then we've got a new name, Zigga Zagga, saying, come on, you Blues. Come on, you Blues. And that's probably because he said earlier, Chelsea, the famous CFC. I got a good result last night. Very good result.
Yeah, no kidding. I did not see it coming.
The boy, the man Palmer, the boy is quickly turning into the man at Chelsea. He's carrying Chelsea, scored 4 goals, and he's in my fantasy premiership team.
Nice.
But I've got 2 teams under 2 different names in the fantasy premiership. And in my other team, the second team, I was playing in a cup game because the cup games have started. And I played against someone who had Phil Foden as their captain. Phil Foden didn't play at all at the weekend. So then what it does, it transfers the captaincy to another player. And when you can't transfer the captaincy, you get double points. Fucking it transferred to Cole Palmer. He ended up with 52 points for one player. Absolutely smashed my second team to bits. But my first team won. That was good.
It doesn't seem fair that you can change your captain like that. But I guess if they're not playing, yeah.
You said from the match last night, she loved the fight over the free kick. Yeah, that was absolutely insane.
I didn't see it. So I'm going to pull it up right now while you're talking. I'll find me a clip.
Yeah, so the penalty was given to Chelsea, and then they were fighting about who was going to take the penalty.
Nice. So
And Pochettino went absolutely mad in his interview. He said he will never, ever tolerate anything like that happening again.
I found it. Yes. Let's see. Oh, never mind. It's all I have is Pochettino's interview where he's
So
angry
what happens
about it.
is they get a penalty. Palmer's brought down, I think, and they get a penalty. And who was first
Gallagher. I
involved?
see Gallagher. I see Palmer. I see. This video is so grainy and awful.
So Madueke, it was Madueke and Nicholas Jackson that were fighting over the ball, right? So Nicholas Jackson had the ball. Madueke then took it off him, right? And was like having a go at him and all that. Then the captain in Gallagher came over, and Gallagher had to slap the ball out of the arm, right? And when he slapped the ball out of the arm, he went to he gave the ball to Palmer to take it, and then the other two were still squabbling even after that.
Jesus, man.
I
And
mean,
you're winning like this too.
Even when the ball was given to Palmer, Nicholas Jackson went up to Palmer.
No
and
way.
Palmer more or less said to him, I'm the penalty taker.
Yeah.
So so it was mental.
Get out
And
good way, mate.
he's not he wasn't happy at all, Pochettino, in his assessment about it, and I totally understand why. James, the Tottenham fan, says everyone is a fan of Jose and Colin. What can we say?
Yes.
It actually says, "Oh, the handbags for the penalty was funny." James, the Tottenham fan, says, "I would be fighting so I could get a goal." And your mum says, "Pushing and shoving amongst the teammates." And Shemtam's here. I'm glad Shemtam's here. I really am glad that Shemtam's here, because there's like a top of the table and there's like bottom of the table. Shemtam, I'm glad you're here. Someone's got to pick up the scraps, so I'm glad you're here, Shemtam. Good afternoon, Colin and Mr. Jose Lo Celso. Hope you're both good. I'm good, Shemtam. I'm over the moon. I'm good. Anyway, guys, can I just ask everybody that's here to please hit that like button? It don't half help. I've got 24 people here watching, and only 16 likes. That's not right. So let's get
the math is off. Yeah,
the maths is definitely off. So anyway, shall we let people know what happened?
Yeah, let's do it.
In order to do that, I need to find it on my system as well, so I can read it, because it's hard for me to see it on yours.
Oh yeah, I've done it in a different way today to try to make it more readable, but it's still hard. So
it's going to be, because there's so much to put in there. So can I just say that last night, right? Is that mine? Yeah. Last night I did the. I don't know if you noticed the time that I sent it to you in English time, or when it comes through in American time, but I finished inputting the results. I started them about 11:30, and I finished at 1 o'clock in the morning, just doing the one result, only the one result, totaling the points, and then doing the table. So, and I didn't go to bed till 1 o'clock. Just gone 1 o'clock from doing it. So it was quite an effort. But next week's going to be even bigger. Just before we go into it, you got to smash a like and subscribe from Danny Rumsey, good man. Shemtan, can't hit the like button until I hear something I like.
Love it. I love it.
James, the Tottenham fan, says, what does that? I had a shocking week.
Me
Ryan
too,
G,
James.
Ryan says, big up to both of us. Your mum is saying my predictions were tragic.
I think you did better than me, Ma. So we'll see.
And then I got a good afternoon from Tony. Tony, you need to reach out to me on Twitter, mate, at LTL Cockerel, to see whether I can get your digits and stuff like that, and whether we can then do something together. Because it'd be good to get you on and have a chat with you and that. So yeah, think about it, mate. And if you wanna, reach out to me on X. I go by LTL Cockerel on X, and Colin goes by Talk and Ball on X. So we're easily located.
Oh yeah, we're not hiding.
We ain't hiding. Robbie from Lily White Lane is here.
Big up, Robbie. Right. Nice to see you, man.
Chat. So, without further ado, Colin, can you bring up the results, please?
Sure. They are in 3 different. We've got a lot of people, so it's 3 different photos here. Let me get that chicken out of the way in the corner here too, real quick.
Oh, you can see without the chicken. You can see
cool.
You can see that. Right,
there we go. So that's just one of the 3. I have 3 of these. So I'm gonna have to.
From looking at this, the person that did well, Bobby K, got 11 points.
Nice shot, Bobby K.
So the greens. I mean, the greens mean you got the absolute result. So Newcastle, Tottenham. Nobody went for 4-0, but 5 people selected the Newcastle home win. And that would be Jamie Wooten, Luca FC, Sahil, Scott M, and Jordan Hyman. So they all scored a point for that. Then with the Brentford Sheffield United game, the actual score was 2-0. And the people that anyone that scored orange means you got the correct winning team or the draw, whatever was correct, but you didn't get the right result. So you still score a point for orange, but you score 3 for a green gets you 3, means you got the absolute result. So Brentford beat Sheffield United 2-0, and it was me, Bobby K, Ian Meth, Sanchez, Bethnal Green, Graham,
Rob Belcher looks like got it. Stu from Disabled Team.
Disabled Team got it. Rob Belcher got it. Further down, Kel's got it. Danny got it. Alan Clark from Time Added On got it. Scott M got it. And Chang. So
Good
there's
old
3
Chang.
points. 3 points for all them guys, but everyone else got a point.
Oh, it looks like Custom Spoons got it too. Custom Spoons also got that too.
Yeah. And then Burnley versus Brighton ended up in a 1-1 draw. So the people that got the 1-1 draw correct were Adrian Schroker, Mark Cousins, Potato Stew, Stacey, the mum overlord, and Jamie Wooten. All scored 3 points for that. Everyone else in orange got a point, meaning they picked a draw. Like Shemtam went for 2-2, so got a draw. Jay Ashraf, Alan Clark from Time Added On. There's quite a few people that went for draws, but weren't the 1-1. So they ended up with a point. The next game was Man City Luton, and that ended 5-1. Lo and behold, there's loads of orange there because a lot of people went for the home victory. But Potato Stew and Stateside Lillywhite, so Sam at Stateside Lillywhite, were the only 2 people that predicted the correct score in that match, scoring 3 points. But the majority of people, bar one person, the only person who went for an away win was Wayne Bonner. But then everyone else scored at least a point. Everyone who took part in this result got at least a point there. The next game, Forest Wolves, ended up 2-2. And for that, you've got Bobby K got it right, Sanchez Bethnal Green, Audio Artisan, Robbie from Lily White Lane, Stacey the Mum Overlord, got that one right, Scott M, Neil, Josh from Spurs Live, Harry, Jesse's son, got that one.
Nice.
And Jamie Wooten got it as well.
Jamie Wooten's had a good week.
Yeah, anybody else got 1 point. Then we had Bournemouth versus Man United, and that finished 2-2. And for that, look at the greens there. You've got quite a few in here. Bobby K, Leo from Mile High, Mark Cousins, the Sheriff, Ronnie, Jamie Imber, Robbie from Lily White Lane, Colin Blackshaw, Potato Stew, Destiny Spurs, David Shea, Shemtam, all got the correct score. And anyone else got a draw. Like you've got Stateside Lily White, I can see they've got 3 all. Wayne Bonner 1 all. They all scored a point each for that one. Then we have Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Lo and behold, everyone's gone from the home victory. So the only people that had an away victory were Ronnie, Sanchez Bethnal Green, Jamie, Colin Blackshaw, Cosmic Sean. So only 5 people had an away victory, so all scored a point each.
Nice shot, gang.
Then we went to Watford versus Fulham, which ended up as a 2-0 away victory. And for that, correct scores were predicted by Kuva99, Josh from Spurs Live, and Wayne Bonner, all predicted an away victory at 2-0. There are some other people in orange who got a point for predicting an away win. So we got that. Then we come to Arsenal versus Aston Villa.
Look at this one. This is funny.
Arsenal versus Aston Villa. There were 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5 people that predicted an away victory, but no one predicted 2-0. So the people that predicted an away victory were Jishnu Raju, Lee Statham TV, Julie Sievers, Dekaru, and Mr. M. So they all scored a point each for that one because they all predicted it. And then the last game of the week, obviously, was Chelsea 6, Everton 0. Nobody got the 6-0 prediction. Nobody. But we had quite a few people that went for a home prediction.
Look at that
Um,
genius Colin Sievers who they thought that Chelsea were going to lose 1-2. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So everyone got a point for that. Quite a lot of people got a point for that, apart from the Chelsea haters that went for an away victory for Everton. I think that's what they did it for. And you got quite a few people that went for draws there. Anyway, so from top to bottom, it means that I scored 5 points for the week. Colin scored 1 point. Tot Spurs got 3. Bobby K scored 11 points.
Nice
He was the second highest mover. And then you've got I've got to go further up now. You've got Ian Meth scored 7, Ellie scored 5, Kate scored 4, Leo got 5, Adrian got 5, Mark Cousins got 8, Smithy got 5, Chris Meta Football got 3, Ronnie got 6, Jim got 4. Third this week was Sanchez. Sanchez scored 10 points. So you got double figures. Bobby got 11, Sanchez got 10. Jishnu got 4, Graham got 6, Scott Colliver got 2, Ryan G 3, Carl Simpson 4, Jamie got 8, Audio got 6, Rob Belcher scored 6, Michelle Zachariah got 3, David Clark got 4, Stu from Disabled Team got 5, Lee Statham got 3, Danny Rumsey scored 3, Jesse Talks Football got 3, James the Tottenham fan scored 3, Chris Peters scored 3, Robbie from Lily White Lane got 9.
Nice job, Robbie.
Coover got 6, Colin Blackshaw 7.
Colin Blackshot, we're both Colin. You want to just switch scores this week?
Yeah,
let me know.
Heron scored 2 points. Jordan got 5. The man of the week was Potato Stew, scored 12 points.
Holy
Now you got the highest score. So you got 12, 11, 10. Only 3 people got double figures this week. Nita scored 5. Custom Spoon scored 5. Nita scored 3. Kel's got 6. Destiny got 6. Stacy got 8. Danny scored 5. David Shire got 5. Alan Clark from Time Added On scored 7. Julie Sievers got 4. Scott M scored 9.
Nice job, Scott.
Leeds Angels got 2. Neil scored 5. Sahil scored 4. Sam from Stateside Lily Whites scored 5. Dekaru scored 3. Chang scored 5. Cosmic Sean's got 5. Josh from Spurs Live got 9. Shemtam scored 8. Luca got 1. He only did 1 prediction. Again, Luca ducks in and ducks out all the time. Never finishes them off. Only got 1. Jay Ashraf, a new player, got 4. Mr. M, new player, got 4. Harry, Jesse's son, new player, got 6. Jamie Wooten, new player, got 8. Wayne Bonner scored 5. And Pramvat scored none. He only did 5 predictions and he got none of them at all.
Well, I didn't do the worst, so that's good. That's good.
No, Pramvat scored 0. And
I thought I was gonna.
You
I
got
got 1.
You got 1 the same as Luca did. So
my mom destroyed me this week. Good job, Mom. Make me feel
with
bad.
that being said, the league table, after I've added all the points together, please remember anyone in green has climbed up the table, right? And anyone in blue, it was their first week. So I've opened a 2-point lead on Tot Spurs because I got 5 and he got 3 last week.
Nice.
Bobby K has jumped into 3rd place.
Way to go, Bobby.
He's gone past Ellie. He's gone into 3rd, and Ellie's now 4th.
And I know that he hasn't been taking place since the first week, I don't think either. So that's especially, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Chris Peters is 5th with Chris Meta on 6th. Chris Peters is only ahead of Meta by the virtue that he's had more correct scores than Meta. Then you got Smithy. Then you got Kate. Kate has jumped into 8th.
Nice job, Kate.
Nick is still 9th, but Nick hasn't played for a couple of weeks. But he's still 9th. The next jumper you've got is Adrian. Adrian has jumped into 13th.
Lucky number 13. Nice.
Ian Meth has jumped up to 18th, and he's only above Chang for the virtue of having more correct scores. Jamie has jumped into 22nd. Audio and Destiny Spurs have jumped into 26th and 27th. And then just beneath that, you've got, so the person that's missing in between Destiny and Spurs GCT is Soji, but that doesn't
Oh, he's
matter.
right. My bad. He's right there at the bottom.
Yeah,
28.
okay. So yeah, the next page would have these people all made jumps. I don't, Dekaru and Scott Colliver, that should have been in black, in white. So the people that made jumps there are Graham, Rob Belcher, and Robbie from Lily White Lane have jumped into 29th, 30th, and 31st. Again, Rob is ahead of Robbie by the virtue of having more correct predictions. And that's the way, instead of a goal difference, that's the way it stands. It's the way we do it to distinguish one from the other. Neil has jumped into 34th. Scott M has jumped into 36th.
Way to go, Scott. Making moves.
David Shire has jumped into 41st. He now has 42 points. Josh from Spurs Live has jumped into 43rd. And then you've got Shemtam, Potato Stew, and Stateside Lily Whites have jumped into 46th, 47th, and 48th. And then you have in 50th, 51st, 52nd, 53rd, you've got the people who have jumped. It's Kuva, Stu from the Disabled Team, Custom Spoons, and Alan Clark from Time Added On. You can see that the reason why Kuva's ahead of Stu is because they have more correct predictions, and Custom Spoons is ahead of Alan Clark and from Lee Statham because they're on the same points, but it's about the amount of correct predictions, so that's why they're there in that in them positions.
And then there's Kells should be the next one that moved.
Yeah, then we have
Right, there we go.
yeah, and we have Kells has jumped into 58th. Jesse has jumped into 60th. Sorry, James, the Tottenham fan, has jumped into 60th. Jesse's jumped into 61st. And Colin Blackshaw has jumped into 62nd. Again,
Nice work,
it's
fellas.
because James, the Tottenham fan, has one more correct prediction. 67th, you got Cosmic Sean. He's jumped into 67th. Stacey has jumped into 69th. And that's coming from someone that said to me, I'll do it. I don't normally do predictions. I'll do it. And she's had a go and she's doing well. I think she's
Really
been
well.
playing for 2-3 weeks possibly.
I
And
think
she's already gone to 69th. She's in 69th position. I'm not sure whether that's the position she wants to be in 69th, but that's where she is.
It's a funny position. It's a funny position.
It's a funny position to be in. I'm sure that had Lee Smithy Smith been here, I would have had a comment about it. But
absolutely,
he's not here, so he's not commenting. In 77th, we've got Leeds Angels in 77th. Right, Smithy's now here. Look, speak and he shall be seen.
Oh my God. How did that actually happen? Nice.
Smithy,
Smithy, have you been there the whole time?
Smithy, just to say that Stacey's in 69th position.
Yeah, we just figured that you would like that.
So we just thought you might have had a comment, but we didn't see you, but now you're here. So Leeds Angels 77th. Jamie Wooten, first week, 83rd. Straight into 83.
Hell yeah.
Harry, who is Jesse's son, first week, straight into 86th.
Can't beat it.
Sahil's made a move into 91st. And Jay Ashraf and Mr. M, two new players, are 95th and 96th, respectively. So there you have 105 players currently playing this game or have predicted. And that's where we are with the predictions for this week. If anyone's got any questions to ask, then please ask away. But in the meantime, I will go and say hello to some people. So what we missed, let me see what we missed, and then we can have a chat. Ryan's happy, got 3 points. We got Ellie here. She's saying, hello, biggest, widest, longest, big up to Hotel and Cole. Come on, you Spurs women. Loved paying tribute to my former team on yours, Jose. Yeah, if you don't know, go back and have a look on the hotel. Yesterday, last night, Ellie did a stream about the ladies' victory and that, and I think she's asked people to go and have a look and give it a like. As
Yeah.
Ellie's doing a bit more on LTEL, whilst I've gone back to work. So in the daytime and on Thursday night, Ellie's going to be doing some stuff on LTEL as well. So please support Ellie. She's a wonderful person in the community, very knowledgeable. She takes no shit. She takes no crap. But yeah, she's a wonderful person to have on your side. So please support her. It'd be great. So just watch out on the thumbnails because Ellie be doing quite a bit on LTEL this week. Colin is on Jose's tail. Watch out.
I think he's being funny. I think we got a joker in the house. I think James is making fun of my bad scores.
What does he say here? You evil git, Colin, followed by Jose's fantastic laughing cackle noise. Afternoon, everyone from Colin Blackshaw. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Hopefully, yeah, you did. You saw it because you've got Potato Stew says 12. Get in there, lucky week. Colin Blackshaw says 7. Wow. Colin saying get the likes up. Yeah, people hit the likes. Don't forget to do that. Julie, Colin's mum saying, yay, I didn't fall. I've been 16th for a while. What does help, Julie, is if you get your predictions in on time and you predict all 10 games, which gives you a chance of scoring the points. If you miss a week, you end up sometimes dropping down. Yeah, Ellie saying, check out my fabulous stream on LTEL, aired yesterday. First of 2 tribute shows for our historic FA Cup semi-final victory. Smash a like and like there and here and sub to Jose. Share the link with your friends. Yeah, go and see what she's done on LTEL. It was on last night at 7:30.
I'm gonna check it out today as well.
Yeah. Shemtan says, I smell a fix. Who's that guy who just happens to be first all the time?
He's the guy that he pays. Okay, so guys, I just want to put this out there. Jose pays so much attention to every single team, their injuries, who's traveled with the team, who's likely to be playing, all of this stuff. Like he just puts more thought into it than me. For instance, I'm doing absolutely terrible in this league, but I have a cheeky little bet every weekend, and I win some of those. Never with the same results I put on here. But yeah, Jose's just. This isn't the only predictions league he's in, I don't think, and he's been thinking about it all week. So yeah, he's just on it. You're just on it, Jose.
So just going on what Colin said. Colin puts bets on. So this weekend just gone, who did you have? You had a triple, didn't you? You went for a treble.
Yeah, two draws and a win. It was.
You had Brentford to win.
Yep. And then I had
Okay, so listen. So he's put money on it. He had Brentford to win, right, in his bet, but in the predictions he went for a draw.
Yep.
And then in the other game, what are the 2 draws you got?
Wolves, I think there was
right.
Wolves
so
drew, and
the Wolves game ended up 2-2. Colin in the predictions went for an away victory by 1-0. But in his bet, he put it in a triple. He's put him as a draw. And who's the other draw?
I'm actually pulling it up right now. But
was it West Ham Fulham?
It was West Ham Fulham, yes.
Okay, so West Ham Fulham, Colin's gone for West Ham to beat Fulham. But yet, when he put money on it, he's done a treble, right? And in that treble, he's gone totally against all the scores that he put in predictions.
And I won.
Just to say that there is method behind Colin's madness. I'm just putting it out there so people understand. There is some method behind his madness.
I'm not absolutely terrible at this, but unless there's money involved, I don't get.
So Colin's got to think that there's money involved in order to do well. Fair enough.
I think
we all have excuses, but that's your excuse. That's fine.
Exactly.
And then you've got your mum saying Wayne Bonner's just about to pass me. Is he?
Oh.
I'm checking the league table now. Wayne Bonner's a point behind you, Julie. And
Damn.
Julie, you're 5 behind Mark Cousins. But in saying that, 19 people have now reached 100 points.
Heck yeah, nice job, everybody.
So there'll be more. There'll be more before the end of the season. Potato Stew is saying, nice, 47th. Moving on up. Late session momentum. Haha, watch me get 2 points next week. Lol. Julie Sievers says, thanks for doing the maths, Jose. I really enjoy this. Ellie's coming with Que sera, wherever will be. Spurs women are going to Wembley. Que será, será.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
And then Smithy, we already says, Hola, Senor Jose and Cole. Danny saying it's Stacey's favourite number. Potato Stew says, big up Lee. And then I've got Cole Simpson saying, I'm sulking over my 4-point score.
Carl, I only have one.
I don't know what you're saying.
Good night. Carl, can you guys hear me now? I was just saying, Carl sounds like he's being a little greedy. I only got 1 point, Carl. You got 4. So
You haven't stuck your head in the toilet or anything, have you?
no.
Okay. Because I couldn't hear you a minute ago.
Sorry about that.
Stu from Disabled Teams here. I don't know, Stu, did you get to see how many points you got and how far up the table you'd moved? Because I wasn't sure. Smithy's saying, I'm sure Titzilla loves being in that position, Jose. It's your comment, not mine. Stu, all good, thanks. At home now and relaxing from Tony to Stu. Let me see if we've got anything else in there before we carry on. Daniel Lee is saying big up to us. And then as we go down, people. Right, Gabriel 1 is saying, maybe I should just mirror Jose since he has better market intelligence.
It's your prerogative. I mean, you could.
What would be good, Gabriel, is if you left your results so I could add you, because I'm sure, Gabriel, that you, with your predictions, I'm sure you'd climb up the league if you did them. We've got some more people coming in now. So you've got Jessie's coming in and she's saying smash up the likes. So, and Johnny Bethnal Green has just joined. I don't know whether Jessie, Johnny, Gabriel, Stu, some others that have joined us, I don't know whether they've seen the predictions yet. Carl Simpson says, I am being greedy, Colin. It's my own fault. I don't like picking draws. And Ben says Colin's typing to try in the phone he's got up his butt. Are you still there, Colin?
Yeah, I had to run downstairs really quick, and it takes forever with this bum foot. But I'm back.
Right, sorry. Can you just bring the predictions up quickly again? Because Lee Smithy says that he hasn't seen them either. So just to show people, let me just get rid of Smithy. So these are the predictions. Smithy, for the people that have just joined us, Smithy is in line 12. Right, Smithy, you scored 5 points this week. Who else has just come in? Right, Sanchez, you scored 10 points, mate.
Jess just came in, I think.
Yeah, I know. I'm working my way down from the people who just come in. So Sanchez, you scored 10. Smithy has scored 5. I think Carl had seen his already. Jamie Audio is on Rebel to Right, Stu from Disabled Team, have you gone down a page? Right, Stu from Disabled Team has scored 5. So Lee has scored 3. Jesse has scored 3. Kuva has scored 6. Who else we got? Danny's just joined us. Danny scored 5. Trying to see if anyone else is down there that's just joined us. Have I missed anyone? I think I've got everyone that's just joined us just now. So with that, the league table. My assistant will turn the league table in a minute.
We're going to the league table right now.
The league table. Yeah, Harry. Sorry. Yeah, Harry scored. Yeah, Jess. Harry scored.
He was right at the end.
Harry scored 6 points. Kel's got 6 as well. So if you let Kel's know that she got 6 as well. So the people in green have moved up the table, right? So you've got Bobby K has gone into 3rd. Kate's gone into 8th. Adrian 13th. EMF 18th. Jamie Imber 22nd. Audio 26th. Destiny 27th.
We got
here. You've got the people that have moved is Kuva. Kuva's gone into 50th, and Stu from Disabled Team has gone to 51st. And the reason why you've gone into 50th and 51st respectively, because you're on the same points, is because Kuva currently has more correct predictions than Stu. So therefore, by virtue, that's the goal difference that we measure it on. So virtue by that, Kuva is above the disabled team. And then after that, it was Mia. No, it's not Mia. Mia's the divider, isn't she?
Yeah.
Then after that, you've got
Kells.
Kells has gone to 58th. James has gone into 60th. Jesse has gone into 61st. And Colin Blackshaw's gone into 62nd. Cosmic Sean's gone into 67th. Stacey's gone into 69th. Sorry, 69th.
Yeah.
69th. Not 69. She's gone into 69th.
We all know what you meant.
Leeds Angels has gone into 77th. People in blue, it's the first time they've ever played. It says first time they did predictions. So you've got Jamie Wooten's gone into 83rd.
Good week team for their first week.
Harry's done his first week, has gone into 86th.
Boom. 6 points.
And then you've got Sahil has gone into 91st. And Jay Ashraf and Mr. M, who both started last week, have gone into 95th and 96th. Talking Beer, I already said he's here. And Talking Beer. Phil Coys, all you've got to do, right, I'm glad you've asked, Phil. I'll explain it to you in a minute. Right, so with that, that's where the tables are at the moment. So I'm hoping that we've caught everyone. If not, you might have to go back. I've got time, and so is Colin, but otherwise we'll be regurgitating the same stuff. So let me go back. So you got Johnny Bethnal Green. There we go. Okay, so Kuva says, no, big up all. Nope, not seen the predictions yet. So start the show again, lads.
Start it over.
And then you've got Danny saying, Jess, you're now above me. Tony, see you later, Tony. Take care, mate. He's jumping.
Tony, thanks for joining, man. We appreciate you.
Your mum's laughing at the joke that Ben made about you on the phone. So your mum found that funny. 10 points. Bethnal Green's happy with his 10 points.
9 more than me. 9 more than the host.
Phil Coy saying, afternoon, Colin Jose. I hope you're both well. Going to be a long wait till the next game, but it will be worth the wait getting a win over the scumbags. Come on, you Spurs.
Yes.
Jesse's here saying, Harry did better than me to Danny. Nick's saying, well, hell, looks like I'm going to have to do well this week.
Same, man. I got 1 point.
Stu saying, I don't mind being behind Kuva. The man is an encyclopedia of knowledge.
And just an encyclopedia of joy and niceness as well.
There's a Go Stacey from Kuva. Carl Simpson saying, I'm as average as a West Ham this season. My target is in the top half. How do I get onto this? Is Phil's asking. I'm going to tell you right now, Phil. Ben, you didn't get 0 points. You didn't partake. So there was no points to be had. So you can't say you scored 0. Colin Blackshall says, Jose, shouldn't have I got 10 points as I've got 2 correct scores? United and Liverpool. Ooh. Stewards. Let's have a look. Colin Blackshaw. Let me have a look.
VAR is taking a look, everyone.
Let me have a look. Colin Blackshaw. Where's Colin Blackshaw? Colin Blackshaw. Colin Blackshaw, what are you saying? You're saying, Jose, I should have got 10 points as I got 2 correct scores, United and Liverpool. Right. Let me see. Colin Blackshaw, you went for 2-2 Man United and you went 2-1 to Crystal Palace. That's the reason why you haven't scored the point, mate. You went 2-1 to Crystal Palace. So therefore you get 1 point for the Palace game. Because because Palace won away, you got 1 point. They won 1-0, but you didn't have the correct score. You had the away win at 2-1, so you scored 1 point. You have to get the absolute correct score to get 3 points, and you did that with a 2-2 draw with Man United. So that's how you've ended up. The points are correct, mate. Glad you asked me, but the points are correct. Rob Belcher saying, I'm really surprised Ben Coffin isn't top with his serious predictions. VAR from Potato Stew. It was a penalty meltdown, babies, as Roy Keane would say. VAR checks equals. Colin's laughing. He's just now saying, Shemtam, I'm not Werner on my name, okay? No way, Jose. Still no points. I'm taking this as a win.
Yeah.
Aye. Right.
Yeah.
VAR takes too long on this show. Scrap it. Right. So, Phil Coyes, just to say to you, right? All right. Right. So, Phil Coyes, the way that you can enter this on a Friday, we do predictions. And we do the show at 4:00 on a Friday where I give out all the predictions, all the games that are being played, and people put in their predictions in the chat, and then I keep a hold of everybody's predictions, and then you score points. You score let's say for Newcastle, if you had gone Newcastle 4, Tottenham 0, you score 3 points. That's what the green is. You score 3 points because you've got the absolute correct score. Had you said Newcastle to win 1-0, then you would score a point because Newcastle did win the game, but they didn't win it by the score that you said. So you score a point. Anything else would score you 0. So if you'd gone for a draw or a Tottenham away win, it would have got you nothing. But we do this every Friday, 4:00 show on a Friday. We do it. If you miss the show, there are other ways of leaving your predictions, and that's always explained on the show on a Friday. So if you want to enter, Phil, you're more than welcome to, but you just have to join the show on Friday at 4:00, and then you'll be more than welcome to enter it. What I will say to people now is, so you all know, is next week, that when we do the show on Friday, it's going to be a bumper week because there are matches being played on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So next week, I'm going to include the 2 FA Cup semi-finals because there has to be a result on the day. So people can go for a win or a draw because it has to be a result on the day. And it'll all be over 90 minutes. So if something goes into extra time, it won't count. It's where you are at 90 minutes. The score at 90 minutes will count. And so I'll do the 2 semi-finals, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday there's 7 Premiership games. But then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday there is a further 6 Premiership games. So on Friday, I'm going to be doing predictions for 15 matches. So therefore, it means that people that have just joined the predictions have got a greater chance of scoring as many points as they can to send them further up the league table, or further up the table. So for this week, it will be 15 matches that we'll be doing. So it'll be 13 matches in the league, spanning from Saturday through to Thursday, and then it will also be the 2 FA Cup games. So watch out for Friday. It's 15 matches again. And then people can score points and lots of points. So hopefully that helps you out.
Shakes up the table a bit, maybe.
Yeah. You've got disabled teams. So smash the likes and subscribe if you're new, please. Yeah, that'd be great. I think I've got it on sub only. When I do predictions, I put the show on sub only because you get errant people coming in here who don't care about the predictions. The people that you want to have on the show today are the people that did the predictions or partake in the predictions, because it's all about them. It's all about you guys that do it. Ellie, just to go last, says Jose, what's with the red again? Not terracotta is this time. That's defo, red man. No way, Jose again. No red, mate.
I think she means in your background.
Yeah. I mean, I can do about that. It's a newsroom. What's wrong with you? It's a newsroom.
Yeah, he didn't pick the furniture in there.
Yeah. Phil Coy says he will tune in on Friday. Good.
Hell yeah, Phil.
Have another player. You've got Mia. Mia's here.
Mia!
I see Mia come in. Where's Mia? Oh, here it is. There he is. Mia is here. Good afternoon, Mia. Big up, Cole and Jose. Good afternoon, Mia. I hope you're well. There's a lot of people saying hello to Mia.
Why wouldn't they? She's great. So
Carl Simpson is saying, this is the game week for my push up the table. After next week, me angry that I got no points.
I feel you. I constantly find myself saying that.
Stu is saying, surely, Jose, work overload to the max. And you invite more. Your commitment deserves a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to tickle that notification bell. Thank you very much, Potato Stew. You have very kind words.
Very much so. And I agree with him, may I say. Not to jump on the back of his compliment, but...
And Tekken is saying, an absolutely great idea as a sideshow. Thank you very much, Tekken, for your comment.
Yeah.
Dwayne Bonner, 15 matches. Damn, I'm guaranteed a point.
Hopefully, I can get myself more than one. Jesus.
Daniel E, bloody hell, how many games are there? So this weekend when we do the predictions, Dan, on Friday when we do it, like I said, there is 2 FA Cup games that I'm doing, and Saturday, Sunday, and Monday there are 7 Premiership games. So that takes it to 9. But on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there's a further 6 Premiership games. If you do fantasy football and that, all the games from Saturday through to Thursday count. So I'm going to do them as the predictions as well. So there will actually be 13 Premiership games that we're going to predict and the 2 FA Cup ties. The 2 FA Cup ties will be over 90 minutes. So it's just, I will take the score. So whatever people predict, it's what the score is at 90 minutes or when the game finishes. Extra time won't count. Kuva's saying, the disabled took, thanks for your kind words, mate. The thing is I wing it most of the time. If you seem confident in what you say, you can talk about absolute bollocks and people think you're clever.
Very true. That's actually a very true statement.
Dermot's here. Bog up, guys. Yeah, big up.
Yeah,
big up,
what up, Dermot?
Hope you're well, mate. David Shears here.
Holy smokes. What time is it, Jose?
G'day, Cobber. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. I hope you're really, really well.
Good to see you,
Brendan's reminding Ellie, red is for Spain.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
You got David Shear saying good day to everyone. Phil Coys, I think he's talking about you. He says your poster is epic.
Thank you. My mom got that for me. Big up to Julie Sievers in the chat if she's still here. So I love it.
Before, can you go back to the predictions again because you got David Shear here.
Yeah, mate.
Right.
Let's figure out where he's at.
Just to see where David Shear's at on his predictions for this week.
I'm trying to remember which of these pages he's on.
He must be on the second page, I think.
There he is. Top of that.
So, David, you scored 5 points this week, my friend. You got 1 correct score and 2 predictions. So you scored 5 points this week, and that in the league puts you.
Let's find out.
I think David Shear moved, didn't he?
I think so. So he should be one of the. Yep. Okay, I saw it. 41st.
So David, you jumped into 41st on your predictions.
Nice job, mate.
First place. So
and you got
done, David.
5 points. I got 1 point this last week, David. So you smashed me into the dirt. Nice job. Nice job. But yeah, man.
So yes, you've done well, Mr. Shear.
Absolutely.
And then you've got a lot of people talking to each other.
I love that.
Which is good. Now, what was I going to say? Right. Have you got any? There's not been much Tottenham talk. I mean, we do get transfer. It's going to happen every day for the rest of the season. We are going to get linked with like I said, we've got about 400 players we're going to get linked with. And everybody's a football manager now. Everyone plays the game. We're all football managers, and we've all got our own opinion on who we should bring in and who we shouldn't bring in. And yeah, it goes on and on and on. So today, there's no doubt. I've not seen who the links are with today. I was going to ask if you'd seen them, but we probably
just Rafinha.
Is it Rafinha again?
Yeah.
I saw a tweet saying that a club has offered 63 million euros and it's been turned down, although they don't name who the club is, but they want 85. So a lot of people are saying it's got to be Tottenham. So what do you think?
I would not be upset about that at all. But I mean, somebody's got to go. Brian Hill, I think, is probably the first name on the list of attacking players that I would ship out. So yeah, get him in, get Hill out. We're automatically looking at a much better team. I know that he's not everybody's cup of tea, Rafinha, but I think that we could get some good out of him here. He probably wouldn't score enough for a lot of people's tastes, but he could still cause havoc down the wing. I'm not particularly fond about it.
So when you're saying Hill, right, I said what players that we're linked with, right, and that we're linked with, and you're now talking about players that you would get rid of, yeah.
Oh well, I was just thinking if we're gonna get Rafinha in, we probably need to let another attacker go. So I was just saying,
but that's not going to be if they're asking for big money for Rafinha.
yeah,
I think you have to pop off a bit more than Hill to try and raise the kind of money you need for Rafinha.
fair dues. I was just saying that there's too many attacking players for, you know what I mean, for those spots anyway. And that if we brought in a Rafinha, somebody like Brian Hill just has to go just to make the room, not for money so much, but you know, yeah, just for squad room. And again, I know Rafinha's not everybody's cup of tea. He's not my favorite player in the world, but I do think that he would be good for Spurs. I don't know. I wish Chris was here. Could tell us a little bit more. But would you be upset if we spent 80? So I don't even know what that would work out to in pounds, considering it's euros, 67 or something like that. But how would you feel about getting Rafinha?
And how much are you saying Rafinha is going to cost us?
80 million euros.
80 million euros.
Yeah.
If another club accepted that fee for their player, right, I wouldn't be going for Rafinha for 80 million euros.
68 million pounds.
If another club, because I don't think the prices are going to be as high as what people want this season in the summer. I think, if anything, over the seasons now, we're going to see the money come down or the values for players come down. I don't think we're going to have these crazy markets that we've had in the last 5 or 6 years. I don't think we're going to have crazy money anymore. So if I'm going to say that crazy money is the 80 million euros for Rafinha, which you said is 68 million pounds, if there was another club that's prepared to accept that money for their player, then I'm not going for Rafinha. I'm going for Kvaratskhelia from Napoli all day long, 3 times on a Saturday, 7 on a Sunday. And that's the player that I'd get for that kind of money.
Yeah, and I can't argue with that. He looks amazing. Just from the little bits I've seen, the little compilation videos, he is tricky. He can put the ball in the back of the net. He's hard to take the ball off of. I don't know. He's got it all. He's got it all. You've sold me on him. But the only thing you haven't sold me on is how to correctly pronounce his name. I always butcher it. So,
I just say Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia. Yeah,
Kvaratskhelia. It's the easiest way for me to say it. I mean, if there's any other way of saying it, I hope someone tells me.
I'm trying to Google it. I don't even know how to spell it right now. Napoli. There we go. If you just put the word Napoli first, it does it for you. Cool. Well, while you're doing this, I'm just going to watch some more of his wonderful goals. He's just a beast. Who's
that? Kvaratskhelia?
Yeah, he's unreal.
But he's tiny. He's not. When you said it, I thought you meant he's a beast because he's tiny.
Oh, no. I just mean he's a beast as in he plays. I think it's guys that are small like that just are inherently kind of strong and hard to get the ball off of. He's just, I don't know if he's got that. It's almost, I don't want to say Messi-esque because that makes it sound like I'm hyping him up too much, but that low center of gravity, really insane close control, able to beat a man with a really good, I don't know, his feints are good. He just looks amazing to me. I don't know. I wasn't sold, but now I'm sold.
Oh, yeah?
Headers. He scores all kinds of goals, Jose.
Yeah, but for me, it's just how clever he is and his set-up play and stuff like that. That's what I look at. He gets lots of assists.
I was going to say, he could play as a 10 easily in this system. But he'd probably be a little bit of wasted. I've noticed he doesn't look like he's how we're used to or we've been wanting. We've got Brennan Johnson, we've got Werner on the wings, pacey guys. I don't think he's got quite as much pace as they do, from what I'm seeing here. But yeah. I don't know if that's a huge problem. We played with Decky at wing for forever, and he's got no pace to speak of. So yeah, everybody in the chat, what do you think of this Kvaratskhelia?
Yeah, I'm going to catch up with the chat now. Whilst you go in the private chat, I'm going to go into the normal chat.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
Chris Agenbar's here. Let me just go. So after Dermot came in, What number am I? As I've not done it for the last few weeks. I want 69th. You didn't get 69th, Mia. You are actually the person who's got 69th at the moment is Stacey. You missed last week, Mia. And as you missed last week, you are currently you're quite up, weren't you? As far as I remember. Right, Mia's 57th.
Nice.
57th, Mia. We've got Chris Agenbar saying hello. Big up, everyone. Big up, Chris. How are you, sir? Hope you're well.
Christopher.
Ben is saying he's 37th. What is going on? Yeah, that's because you keep scoring points, mate.
Yeah.
It's points. David Shears agreeing with you, saying Hill can bugger off.
He needs to. I don't know how. I feel like I don't know why we're still stuck with him at this point. But.
People call this guy Messi. Barca would probably take Hill in the deal. 1 assist and no goals for Mr. Hill is what Mr. Shire is saying. Ben says even Timo Werner has done more than Hill, and he's flat out awful.
Jesus Christ. I feel like people are trying to bait me. I'm not going to take the bait.
Chris said no to Rafinha in the past. Eze over Rafinha for David Shearer. Buy a number 9 and play Son on the left is what Ben is saying. 68.3, I'd have Eze's Potato Stew's comment. Rafinha is definitely a step up in quality compared to the wingers we got now from Danny. Coover is saying, if we went for Rafinha, then it makes the money spent on Brennan Johnson even more stupid, in my opinion. David Shear is saying, yes, Ben, we have Valiers. Why we loaned him out is beyond me. Lee saying, Benji, we have a number 9 in Prue. Stu from the Leeds angle is saying Rafinha is a really good player, but sulks like Richie. Yeah, well, that's one thing you don't want, is you don't want sulkers, do you, really?
No, you really don't.
Tekken is saying he's the next Kinkladze of Man City one time in the 1990s. I remember Georgie Kinkladze was a very, very good player. So he says, so that's the 1,000th player that we are linked with. It's but better, I think, is what Tekken said. That's what's going to happen, David. Like I said, every day from now on, I said this about 2 weeks ago, every day from about 2 weeks ago to the end of the transfer window, if we were linked or there was a story every day that you found for 3 or 4 players every day, by the time you multiply that by the end of the season, we'll be linked to 300 to 400 players. By the end of the season, we would have been linked to 300 to 400 players. So, you know, Lee Smithy Smith is saying, don't listen to the Richie haters. You're better than this, Benji. Dermot saying, leave my Johnson alone. He'd done more than Kulu and Timo. David Shire saying, Valiers is more promising, Ben. He's better than Scarlett and Parrott. Leave Jill Messi alone too is what Dermot's saying. Carl Simpson, and these rumours about Spurs going for Mohamed Amora.
I haven't heard that. For one, I don't know who that is, but I'll have to check.
Rob just saying, we're not getting that guy from Napoli. Way out of Levy's reach. Let's get Mr. Bock Office's favourite, John Carew, out of retirement.
John Carew. That's a name.
Kuva saying, Kvaratskhelia and Rafinha would be a great upgrade. Buy a good number 9 like Vlahovic or similar, and we might actually look like we could win something. Jay Ashraf is here. Hi, Jose and Colin. We're not getting these players, and Levy will gift us Timo on a 4-year contract. Jay Ashraf, just to say to you, sir, I wanted to let you know you scored last week 4 points in the predictions league. And 4 points, Jay Ashraf, has moved you into 95th place out of 105 people. So you've already jumped 10 spots in doing your predictions last week. So well done. Ben is saying, Brian Hill makes me look a beast. Waste of space. Play Mikey Moore instead. Ellie's saying, David Shear, you naughty Aussie Australian. Danny says, anyone who thinks we can get Kvaratskhelia are smoking the strong stuff. I think you need to listen to what I said, Dan. I said, if a club, because I don't believe there's going to be these high transfer fees that we've had over the past few seasons. I think it's going to temper a bit and come down some. Not not by 50 millions, but it's going to be coming down some. And all I'm saying is if Rafinha is worth, or a club says that they would sell Rafinha for 80 million euros, my words were, if another club would accept the 80 million euros for their player, I would go for Kvaratskhelia. I never said that he's going to be worth 80 million. I said if they accepted a deal like that, instead of spending it on Rafinha, I would have rather Kvaratskhelia. That's what I said. Carl saying, Dermo, you don't want people playing with your Johnson.
Can't blame him.
He's saying,
Can't
nice
blame
one for letting him know. And Adrian saying, I should judge Ange after the summer transfer window.
Absolutely, yes.
And that's the same. And Adrian, it's what I've been saying all along, because I'm not an in, out, shake it all about person. I'm purely, and the way that I look at it, the way that I look at it is purely on the sense that I hear what all the arguments are from one side to the other. I'm hearing all the arguments that people have got to say. And however, I'm my own person, I've got my own opinion. And my opinion is that I'm going to wait and see what happens by the end of the transfer window. And by the end of the transfer window, I will judge what I think about Ange, about what I think about the club, about what I think about everything. So I'm not making and passing any judgment until I see what happens by the end of the transfer window. We could go out and sign 6 really good players in the first 3 weeks of the transfer window, but my opinion won't be swayed till the end of the transfer window, because I want to see who's come in, who's gone out, and then I can see whether Ange has truly been back on the players that he's gone for, or whether they've been what I say shelf fillers. So people just to stack them, people to stack up to put on the shelf, just to fill a shelf up. So
honestly, I feel like with Werner might be a bit of both. You know what I mean? Werner, we do need the shelves. The shelves need filled, Jose. You know what I mean? So especially if we're going to be in more competitions,
I'm talking about occupying more spaces and like bringing quantity over quality. Oh, let's just get 8 players in for the sake of having 8 to pad out the squad.
I get that.
And that's what I'm talking about, shelf filling. All you're doing is filling the shelf. What we want is quality there, and that's why I'm going to wait and see. And if Ange comes out and says to everyone, they were my players, I wanted them, they signed who I wanted, then I judge him from there on in. But I want to see what happens, and I can't decide that until the transfer window is closed. Because it's not only that we need to buy players and we need to upgrade some players, we also need to get rid of some players. We need to get rid of players as well.
About 6 or so.
Well, we need to get there's players out on loan at the moment that we don't want back at the club, or we believe the club don't want, so they're going to go. But then we've got players that are currently in our squad now that we need to move on and upgrade on straight away. So to me, it's important to see what we do on the other side of the window as well. And then you've got Ellie. So Dermot, we are going to do if Højbjerg is sold. I know. Let's cry a river. Dermot saying, can I say I'm fed up with shite with Ange? He's the best man for the job. In Ange we trust. So to your point on that, is the transfer window is bad. You beat Ange out. Is that right, Jose? No, I've not said that. I said that I'm waiting to see. I've heard all the people saying Levy in, Levy out and everything like that. Dermot, that's what I said. And what I want to see is what happens by the end of the transfer window. I'm not judging the club or anything at all until we reach the end of the transfer window. And then if Ange says to me that they're the players that I wanted, and then that means the club has backed him.
Because he's not. I don't think he's the type that would lie about that. You know what I mean? I think he would give it to you straight.
I've said all along that Ange comes across to me as a person that if he gets messed about, and I'm talking about the club not backing him and stuff like that, if he gets messed about, I can see Ange as one of those, a man of principle. He'll walk out and go and get another job elsewhere. But at the end of the day, like I said, I need to see what happens by the end of the transfer window to judge whether the club are backing him or not.
Well, hey, I just wanted to let you know, Jose, I've got.
We can rule out. Wish I had your crystal ball. Geez, great to see the positive vibe alive and well. Must be crap weather there. It's pissing down with rain at the moment here, Dave. As long as we don't keep Werner at the expense of using 15 million towards getting a better finisher, is what Adrian's saying.
Yeah, fair.
Dermot saying, Ellie, I hope he won't leave. If Ange signs Timo, he goes down in my expectations a lot, says Ben. And Ellie, I am Ange and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in. Did I say it properly this time, Ellie? Because I keep getting hammered by you because I say Højbjerg, but I don't. I say Højbjerg. So, and Adrian says we need to get rid of 12 players. Skip, Lo Celso, Rodon, Reguilon, Hillman, Dembele, Spence, Emerson, Parrott, Højbjerg, Tanganga, Richarlison. And Just the Harmless Potato says, big up all, especially the useless suspects. Just the Harmless Potato, you took part in predictions 2 weeks ago, then didn't show up last week. And you done quite well, if I remember right. In your first week that you did, you've jumped into 78th place out of 105 people. You had a really good first week, but you didn't turn up last week. So hopefully, no, it's all right. So hopefully, if you turn up this week, Just the Harmless Potato, you can increase your points on the predictions. And this week's predictions, we will be doing 15 predictions. We'll be doing 13 league games, Premiership games, and 2 FA Cup games. So come along on Friday, get your predictions in, people. I'm fully behind Ange's transfer window or not. Get behind him and let's see where we can go. I've had enough of the shite I've seen on X with Ange out. 13 players for me need to go, but keep. And I can't see the rest of it. But yeah. Right. Do you know what? Because Colin on Talk and Ball is now monetized, because Colin's a big deal. Big deal.
Shot. Yeah.
Calls himself Big Colin.
I do actually. How'd you know that? How'd you know?
He doesn't call himself Big Wiener Colin. He calls himself Big Colin. So, with that being said, it means that the music that we all used to like from the 70s porn films that Colin used to play, we can't play that because Colin gets demonetized if he plays it on his channel. So, for that reason, until he gets up and running and gets new music and stuff like that on his channel, we can do it on our channel. So what I'm going to do today is, we've done a bit about the predictions and that, and obviously we're not playing for another couple of weeks. So just to have a bit of fun for today's show with the people that are here at the moment, and we've got 40 here at the moment, although 10 seem to be on X. But if you're on and you want to take part, we're going to do keep, bench, and West Ham. So 3 players that we're going to give you, and you've got to keep one, you've got to bench one, and then you've got to send one to West Ham. The one that you least like has to go to West Ham, because West Ham is Colin's second favourite team. Hence why we played the game.
Sorry, Tony, if you're watching. No, Tony already left. But yeah no.
So with that, we've got set up. We've only just quickly set it up now as we're talking. We set up 3 for you, 3 to do. So we've got 3 sets. So 3 sets to do. So, but before we go, I just want to say that we've got Daniel Sandoval's here saying, big up the Familia One Love.
What's up, Sandoval?
You've got Colossus Colin. Potato stew.
Yeah. Exactly.
Chris Agambar, who's changed his name.
Oh, he changed it back. That's kind of sad. I liked it. I liked the.
And then you've got Colossus Colin Johnson, David Shear, and then Kuba saying, as soon as Ange says he wants a challenge for the entire next season, I knew this gig is up. Ange needs ready-made players of high quality. I don't see it since we buy players with potential instead. And then you've got Bobby K, much love. Did I miss Bobby K coming in? Saw Just a Harmless Potato come in. I haven't seen Bobby K come in at all.
No.
Unless he's lurking, I haven't seen him come in at all. But anyway, shall we go for the first keep, bench, and sell?
Yes, right, and guys, when this music plays, please know this is not a "we're ending the show" song. This is actually the beginning of another segment song. So,
just before you do that, Chris Agamar was saying, "I'm only Donna at weekends now." And then you've got Ben Coffin says, "Anne says he's completing for a title next season. If he signs Timo Werner and keeps crap like Emerson, he's all talk. He has to prove me wrong." All right. So, with that being said, I've caught up with the chat because I want to go to these keep, bench, and sells, and now I've got to find La Musica for it. Are you ready, boys?
Yes, let's do it.
Can you get rid of the comment and I'll start the intro off?
Absolutely.
So this is an intro. Please don't leave. It's an intro.
Hello, hello, everyone. You know what time it is. It's Keeper West Ham time. Did you have a particular one you wanted to start with, Jose?
Right.
Strikers or wingers? And I know
I
there's
think we'll
two
leave the best
wingers.
till last. So we'll start with the first one I sent, the strikers that I sent to you. We'll
You
start
got
with
it.
them. Then we'll go to the bottom one that I sent, and then the
Okay.
middle one we'll save till last.
Perfect. Well, here
So,
we go, everybody. Like
Everybody,
Jose said.
keep a bench and so on. These three players. Do you know all three players before I bring it up, Colin?
Oh God, sorry, I brought it up. But yes, I do know them very
Okay, that's
well.
fine. So Colin can make a decision today. Thank God. Right, these are the three players that I've got for keep, bench, and sell.
Here we go.
Roberto Soldado, Emmanuel Adebayor, and Peter Crouch.
All very different strikers. It's cool how, one position can be played so many different ways, yeah, very, very cool. I was so excited for Soldado. I don't know about you, Jose, but whenever we got the word that he was coming, I was stoked. I think he was our record transfer fee at the time, had been the third highest goal scorer in Spain for like 4 years, something crazy like that, behind Messi and Ronaldo. And then he came, and then, the rest is history. But I was excited. To have him. I don't know about you. How's everybody in the chat?
No one said nothing at all yet. So no one's unless we've completely logged out.
No, we're still
no
here.
one said nothing at all.
Interesting.
So people,
yeah.
I'm not sure. The people
They're having a hard time. They're having a hard time. Oh, David's got his in.
Yeah, Mr. Shear's got his in.
Yeah, Harmless Potato says it's another tough one.
Okay.
We make them tough. We make them tough for different reasons too. Sometimes they're tough because you want to keep all three. Sometimes they're tough because you want rid of all three. So yeah.
So we'll start from the top. So Rob Belcher says, "I'll start. Sell Werner to the Spammers."
Everyone's trying to push my buttons. No, I'm just kidding, Rob. I love you, but no, we got to keep Werner.
So it's says the Maddie song. Haha, can't get it out of my head, but it's not the Maddie song. I'd buy haha whatever you're selling.
Yes, perfect.
Yes, Rob, Spammers deserve Werner.
Oh my gosh.
And then I do indeed, Jose, to Potato Stew. Page 3 girls from David Shear to start with. David Shear has come in loud and proud.
Woo.
And said, keep Crouch, bench Adebayor, Soldado to sell.
Solid. Definitely a solid choice there.
Just a Harmless Potato says, it's a tough one. Ellie is coming in with keep Crouchy, bench Adebayor, sell Soldado. I think that's the same as
David
Shear.
It was, yep.
Potato Stew is keeping Addy, benching Crouch, my favourite football quote, bench Crouch, and sell the other one, who would be Soldado.
Roberto Soldado.
Second saw Soldado score a hat-trick, and he said he saw him score it against Anzi.
We probably all thought he was going to kick on after that, too, just because of how deluded we all get.
Jesse would keep Crouch, bench Adebayor, and sell Soldado. It seems to be a theme here.
Yeah, it sure does.
Kuva is benching Crouch. Sorry, keeping Crouch, benching Addy, Soldado to West Ham.
I've seen at least
Audio's gone different.
There we go.
Keeping Adebayor, benching Crouch, selling Soldado. Hold on, everyone's getting rid of Soldado. What is going on here, man? Dermot's keeping Crouch, selling Adebayor, and benching Soldado. Same. So there's quite a few people. Daniel Sandoval, sell Soldado, keep Crouch. And bench Adebayor, he says later on.
Interesting. That's the same.
Same, yeah. Ben is keep bench and sell. Jennifer Lopez, we've done this the other week. It's not Thursday night show. Rob Belcher is keeping Crouchy, benching Adebayor, send Soldado to West Ham. Tekken is keeping Crouch, benching Addy, sell Soldado. Wow, this seems to be a slam dunk.
It is, absolutely.
Keep Werner, what Wayne Bonner says. Ellie, Werner is German, so is Colin. So bias there. So I'm sending you both to the Spammers.
Oh, no.
Just a Harmless Protect says, it'd keep Crouch, bench Adebayor, sell Soldado. You said Jesse's incorrect. She said bench Crouch, Jose. Did she?
I don't know.
Oh, so keep Adebayor, bench Crouch, sell Soldado.
Okay.
With that being said,
Yeah.
Carlin.
Colin.
What are you going for, Carlin?
So I mean, I'm gonna shake it up just a bit. I'm still selling Soldado, but I'm gonna keep Adebayor and bench Crouch. And I know that's insane, but when Adebayor was on, he was on, man. He could score all kinds of goals. He could do anything. He could create goals for himself. He didn't need someone to create for him. I think he was probably the best footballer, just all-around footballer out of the three, even though Crouches were great. So Crouch would go on the bench for me. He'd be an awesome impact sub, I think. Yeah, and then also just to swap out if Adebayor is having one of his days where he's not feeling it. But yeah, that is mine. So selling Soldado, benching Crouchy, keeping Adebayor. We used to hate you, but not anymore. Yeah. I know that a lot of people don't like Ade at all, but he definitely scored some goals for us when we needed them, So, but obviously Crouchy got us into the Champions League. There's good things to like about them both, but yeah, I think Crouch will be better coming off the bench.
Right. Okay. So for me, so your final count is what? Sorry, so I understand.
So keep Adebayor, Emmanuel, bench Peter Crouch, and then sell Soldado.
Okay.
So yeah, exactly what Jess just said here.
Okay. So I'm keeping Soldado.
What the hell?
For me, he's the most decorated player out of the three.
Yeah, I get that, right? For sure.
He's the most decorated player out of the three. Ben says quite clearly in one of his later comments, he was brought in and promised that he'd be, that he'd get a partner to play with, and he wasn't. He's put up there on his own, so he's played out of position. So he was behind the 8 ball as soon as he came to the club, basically.
Exactly, I agree with that.
Which I think is unfair for him. But decorated player, played for better teams, played in all the leagues and that, scored goals everywhere he went. So for me, I'm gonna go Soldado. Just generally, as I said, more decorated than the other two.
He was such an exciting signing. My God.
The one that I'm keeping, and I was torn on this because I could have kept Crouchy as well. Crouchy, for me, for his goal against Man City,
right?
For his goal against AC Milan, for the goals that he scored with Tottenham, the goals that we'll always remember. They weren't spectacular goals, but they're goals that we'll remember. And Crouchy is just one of those. He's just an honest player. You see what you get with Crouchy. Crouchy knows his limitations. Crouchy plays to his strengths.
Jose's got a visitor.
Are they agreeing or disagreeing with me? I'm not too sure.
Me neither.
And to sell to West Ham is the mercenary that is Emmanuel Adebayor. I thought Emmanuel Adebayor had us over a barrel at times. That he played for, but it was always contract arrangements. It was always money orientated with him. I don't think he ever had the best interest of Tottenham when he wore the shirt. I think it's just a pure mercenary. Anywhere he went, Adebayor was just a mercenary. It was all about money. Adebayor continued playing until he was like 53 or whatever, just to get enough money to get a box of matches or whatever. It was all about the money. He never had no intention of playing for any club and playing for the badge. He was just always about money.
I did see like a lot of stuff about him too, though, where like he was being leeched off of real bad by like family back home, and so like part of the reason why he was always after such, all the money possible was that a lot of it was just getting like taken from him, kind of by greedy family, and I don't know. There was some cool stuff. He takes care of his people. He's not like a terrible guy, but yeah, I know what you're saying. He definitely wasn't bleeding. He wasn't bleeding for the badge.
He didn't, but he didn't bleed for any badge at any club he was at. He just kept nicking money out of clubs. That's all he did. And then he wanted to play. I think he got his he got his start under Sherwood, didn't he? Sherwood gave him the chance because Sherwood had nowhere to fall back on. So Sherwood
And
gave
they
him
had
a
that
chance.
awesome. They would do their cool salute thing.
Yeah, and
every time
then
he
he
would score.
ended up playing quite well, got a contract, and then went back to type again, didn't he?
Yeah.
Played for his contract and then went back to type. It was all money orientated. So for me, he was a mercenary. So for me, he's got to go West Ham. Like I said, I'm thinking about different reasons to everybody else. That doesn't mean that anyone's right or wrong. We just have to explain our reasons when we give our answers, don't we? So that's my
Exactly.
reasoning behind it.
I like it.
Then you've got, can people smash up the likes?
Please come on,
and I've
guys.
said, I've said it as well straight after. Can we get the likes up, please? Daniel says, keep Crouch. He benched Soldado and sell that mug Adebayor to West Ham.
Hey.
He doesn't mince his words, Dan, does he?
Not at
Ben
all.
is saying, keep Crouch, bench Adebayor, sell Soldado. It's not his fault that Levy promised him a partner, not playing on his own. Hashtag Levy out. Potato Stew has turned around and said, oh, but he could run the length of the pitch to celebrate, lol. Yeah. Because it got him. He probably had image rights or something for cameras to take photographs of him, and he made money from that as well. Who's to know? Do you know what I mean? Cooper says Addy on his day was the best of the three, but he let us down a lot too. Crouchy always gave his all. It's true. Just a harmless potato says some stats. Adebayor 113 matches, 42 goals, 20 assists. Soldado 76 matches, 16 goals, 11 assists. Crouchy 93 matches, 24 goals, 21 assists. David Shear says Crouchy had a solid international career. Stacey is here, says.
What up,
And
Stacey?
as usual, I am late. Stacey, I don't know whether you've been told. I'm just going to tell you now. Stacey, this week you scored 8 points, Stacey.
What place does that put her in?
Stacey, you are in 69th place.
That is
you jumped
position.
Straight to 69th. You'd have to read the chat to see what people thought about your position in the league. I'd say if you look out for Smithy, you won't go far wrong from where all the comments were being made. Daniel Lee said, yeah, the guy played for a contract when he was on loan at us from City, then he has signed permanently. He went back to Lazy Adebayor that everybody knows. But important goals, nice shout. I think that's when I was talking about Crouch.
Yeah.
Ben Coffin says Soldado played in a 2 up top his entire career, but not at Tottenham. We are clowns. Ellie saying, I'm showing my bias to Spaniard, La Ola. I am to La Roja, yes, I am. Tekken says, El Perro agrees, El Tel. Saying that my dogs agree.
In agreement, that was in a green park. Yeah.
En donde está Roberto? Nearly is donde está Roberto? Is where is Roberto? Cooper says, a lot of our fans will ridicule a player if he's at another club. But the moment he signs for Spurs, he's suddenly a good player. There's a point where rose-tinted glasses become completely opaque. Yeah, agree.
Yeah, but you have to get behind players whenever they come to your team. I mean, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, I feel like you can't openly shit on your own players. I don't know. But
Wayne Bonner says Adebayor joined on loan from City under Redknapp, yeah, and then Ellie, just to go last verse, says, right, I'm pulling my Greek bias, Ange to be our manager for the next 10 years.
Hey,
Stacey's coming with yay, and then says, I like that number.
Good stuff.
If it, I can't see it that far back.
The chat. Yeah.
Just like a Cotto is from Daniel Sandoval. And then, right, so that was that. Right, if we go back to, just going back a second just for Stacey before we bring the next one up. And you know what? Even when we do the next one, I think we should play the music again when we do the next one in a minute. Yeah, but hold on, I'm just trying to find the comments from when I was giving all the positions out. Because if my mum overlord, if Stacey's watching, I just want to make sure. Right, so Smithy's coming and says he hasn't seen the scores yet. Mia, Phil.
I'm looking too.
Potato stew. Lisa Smith. Number 9. Prue. No. How am I going to find it? Can you see it? Because I haven't seen it yet.
I'm looking too.
I keep seeing some of his comments, but I'm not seeing the one where it all started and everyone started talking about positions.
Yeah,
no, that's all about the porn and stuff. So about the porn music. That's
we're getting close. We're getting closer.
No, it was well before the porn music.
So Lee Smithy says, "Hope you're well. Big up. Hi, Colin. Black Show. Hope you're well." He put this one.
There you go, Stacey.
Smithy put this up. This was not us at all in any way. So that was it, I think, and then it all.
And then you've got a couple of others that was commenting as well. So you had Danny Rumsey and that. It's all around the same time. They're all commenting. Oh, there you go. You're there. So
yeah.
Danny Rumsey says, "I can't believe Stacey's above me. It's got to be a fix."
Yeah, Stacey, you weren't going to take part. I thought.
And then you've got Stacey's favorite number from Danny Rumsey.
Good stuff.
But yeah, you've done well. Well done for coming in this week and getting 8 points. You've done well, and you've jumped up the league as we thought you would do. Right. So I think we've got this one out of the way. The first keep bench and sell that we're doing, we've got out of the way. David Shear saying that Mia started ill. Right. So after we've got the first one out of the way, what we need to do is we need to go on to the second one. Please don't leave. We're going to be playing the Pornos 1970s introduction again. And then we will put up the second one. You know which is the second one, don't you?
Yeah.
The second one is the bottom one, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So the second keep bench and sell is on its way after we introduce the show again.
And we've already got them up for this one. Yeah, guys.
So I've gone for players that played out wide for us. You still there?
Me? Yeah, I'm here.
What's happened? I've
What do you mean?
lost you. I've gone.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can't see.
Oh, it's because I put this up.
Everything's gone. I'll try and get back in again, I think.
Okay, yeah. Jump out and jump back in if you need to. I'll hold it down in here.
I'm going to have to.
Okay, yeah. Everybody, Jose will be right back. But guys, these are our next 3 players for keep, bench, sell. We've got some cult classic fan favorites. Players that some people like a lot and that some people would rather have seen the back of sooner than we did. So yeah, I'm excited to see what everybody has for this one. All of them scored some important goals for Spurs. So we got.
I'm back.
You're back, my man.
I know what happened there. So yeah, so these 3 players all played wide, down the middle as an auxiliary 10 and stuff like that. Some players will be liked more than others, but yeah, I just thought that 3 players who are much of the same really that we brought in. So
yeah, absolutely. It's a good one. It's a good one for sure. I'm excited to see what everyone says. We've already got a couple answers in the chat.
Stacey says she's still here. Great mate Jimbo still has his 2.
Oh yeah, talking about having a cold.
Yeah. Haha Smithy, she's like when he's comment. Mia started it always compared to David Shear saying Wayne Bonner saying, I work outside there, so I'm already at a disadvantage. You never use so many hot water bottles at once. Ellie saying, Crouchy was a tall man and he hasn't shrunk yet. Yeah, Stacey saying he was proper tall, wasn't he? Couldn't miss him on a pitch.
And he's got a beautiful wife too.
Sew it on a pillow for Soldado, Jose. Sell, bench, keep from David. So I'm presuming that he's selling Lamella, he's benching Bergwijn, and he's keeping Mora.
That's what I would say. Yes, that's what it looks like to me too.
By the way he sent it through, I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Audio is saying keep Lucas, bench Stevie B, sell Lamella. Wayne Bonner is coming in with keep Mora, bench Bergwijn, sell injury-prone Lamella. Nick is coming in with keep Bergwijn, bench Lucas, sell Lamella. What's going on? Daniel Sandoval says keep Lamella, sell Lucas to West Ham. Stevie E. Keep Lamella, sell Lucas, West Ham, Stevie E. Okay, there's lots 2 players again. Keep Coco purely for shithousing, bench Mora for Amsterdam, and sell Bergwijn. This is where I was coming to because I'm torn between 2 and which way to go with this. But this is exactly what I was coming to. Disabled, correct me if I'm wrong, but I always thought Crouch had a nice guy attitude. Yeah, Crouch is what you see. Crouch played to all his strengths. Crouch knew his limitations, always played to his strengths, and scored some important goals for us. And I'll always remember him for some of the important goals he scored. I don't think I can remember him playing in any matches and how he played and stuff like that, but I can always remember him scoring some goals that were noteworthy, that will go down in history. Potato Stew saying, haha, this is a tricky one. Never thought any were first team players. So what are your opinions on these 3, Mr. Colin?
Well, everybody knows that I am a big old Eric Lamella fan. He came in, he was another player that came in with tons of hype. We were rebuilding the team after Gareth Bale left, and he was going to replace Bale, kind of, supposedly. Well, it didn't really work out like that. But what we did get was a hardworking player that was a lot more steel than I expected. You know what I mean? He had a lot of steel to his game. He was never afraid to go at it with anybody. He would throw in some wild tackles. Whereas you were saying Adebayor seemed like a total mercenary who didn't love the club or the badge at all. I think the opposite was true for Lamella, and I think that kind of covers up a little bit of his deficiencies. And like Kuba says, I love shithousery, love it. So I'm keeping Lamella. God, and this sucks because the last 2 is hard. I mean, obviously, and then we've got to bench Lucas for Amsterdam, and then Stevie B has to go, which sucks because Stevie B, I mean, kind of became a hero for me that day that he scored the 2 injury time goals. Was it against Leicester to win us that match?
Yeah.
Late on in injury time. So yeah, I mean,
scored against Man City on his debut.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a beautiful goal. It took 2. He brought it down, if I remember correctly, chested it down, and then just struck the ball perfectly. Yeah, but that's what I'm doing. Keep Lamella, bench Lucas. Stevie B is off to West Ham.
Right. So where I'm torn, I'm going to come into a few people here on. You got hi Stu from Stacey, and Stu's come back and saying hi 69. I mean hi Stacey. Cooper saying all 3 of these massively underperformed considering their ability. David Shear, so elephant in the room, Maddison has been shite compared to Werner. No, he has been shite. There's no getting away from it. Potato Stew's going, okay, in the order of the picture. So he's benching Lamella, he's selling Bergwijn, and he's keeping Mora. Steve D says, Crouch's touch was underrated, had a fantastic touch for such a lanky player. By the way, afternoon all. Lisa Smith says 100% keep Stevie B, love him. Bench Lamella, sell Lucas. Different way. just a harmless potato is I always rated Mora, his Brazilian flair and all that. So I'd keep Mora, bench Bergwijn, sell Lamela. Ooh.
No.
Audio is saying Lamela's best goal might have won the Puskas, but meant nothing to the team. And he got a red card in the same game.
I think his goal against was it Asteris Tripoli or was it Sheriff? I forget. The other Rabona he scored.
Two Rabonas. He got two Rabonas, didn't he, in the end?
Yeah.
Not many people get two Rabonas, and he's walked away with two, regardless of who you play for. There's not many people in the world that do get away with two Rabona goals. Adrian's keeping Lamela, benching Lucas Bergwijn to West Ham.
Yes, Adrian. Yes.
Mia's got keeping Lamela, benching Lucas, selling Stevie D.
Yeah, I like how everyone's changing the initial at the end of his name. We've had a Stevie E and a Stevie D now. Love it.
You've got a load of people saying hello to Mia in the chat. So for me, it's really difficult. For me, the person, I remember the goals that Stevie B scored. I remember the goal against Man City as well to get us to when we won that game, and he was his debut. But I don't think he done enough in the games that he played for Tottenham. He was either never used. You know, we basically got a player that we brought into the club that we never ever used. The other two players, for different reasons, all three players for different reasons were underwhelming for different reasons. But it's a toss-up between the shithousery. Lamela would give 110 for Tottenham. He would have bled Tottenham. He was always shithousey. 110 he would give for Tottenham. Lamela.
Yes. He understood the rivalries.
Yeah. When he played and he was on it, Lamela would trap back, he'd chase back. And Lamela would flog himself for the cause all the time when he played with Tottenham. But so I liked all the shithousey and everything he'd done. He wanted to play with the club. But then I have to turn around to that night in Amsterdam and think to myself, that hat trick goes down in history at Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me now? Yeah, sorry. That hat trick from Lucas goes down in Tottenham history. That is folklore. That's been enshrined enshrined in history forever and a day. Since that happened, you know, everybody knows what happened in was it May 2018. Everybody knows what happened, and so it's really difficult. To me, Stevie B is 1% of West Ham, but it's such a tough. It's like the width of a cigarette paper of who I'm keeping and who I'm benching, because there's two different players there for different reasons. Do I go for the shithousery or am I going for what happened in history? And I think, do you know what? This time around, I'm going to side with history. I'm going to keep Mora. I'm going to bench Lamela, and I'm selling Bergwijn. But it's a tough call to make.
Yeah, that one was one of the tougher ones we've done, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But...
So, John, big up, John. Marching on together, big John. Garside, nice to see you, mate.
What's up, buddy?
Rob Belcher's keeping Lamora, sending Lucas to the spammers. So
I like that.
He must be bench. Oh, he's keeping them both. Okay, yeah, I've got you now. Lamora, I've just realised. Artie Artisan says Lamela stole a living from us. And then Potato Stew says, but a good one. And then people are saying hello to John, Big John. Right. So with that, don't leave. We're going to play the song for a third time. This one is going to be a harder one. Out of the three, this is the harder one. Right.
I'm excited.
If you guys thought this one was hard, the third one is the hardest one. So for the time being, let's intro the music for the last Keeping West Ham of the day.
Boom. Oh, wait. Am I doing it or are you doing it?
I'll let you do it. I'm just looking at the comments. And Mia saying, ooh, I like hard ones.
Oh, my God. Mia. Okay, here we go.
hold on.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
that was the music again. I thought you was going to bring up screen sound. Hold on, before you do that.
Yeah.
The Mum Overlord says she loves the videos. This is what we do. It's what we do here. We try to please people and bring some sunshine and some sun ray into your lives. Right. So this one's a difficult one. This for
Sure.
me is so difficult, and I'd be really interested to see how people are going to go this way. These are 3 players that all played. I just want to make sure that I was right in what I did. Yeah, that all played. They're all 3 left-footed players. 3 of the best left-footed players in recent times to play for the club.
Are we ready? Without further
Yeah.
ado,
Is that fair saying that? Would you agree with that? They're 3 of the best left-footed players. Well, 3 of the best players, but they're all left-footed.
it's just the one guy that I'm not super familiar with, but that's it. But yeah, and we'll show the crowd in 3,
Let's give it.
2,
Yeah.
1.
What say you people on Chris Waddle, David Ginola, and Gareth Bale?
I like that picture that I picked of Waddle. I like the pose he's striking there. It's a nice pose.
Geordie Waddle,
Yeah.
top player. So if you could keep, even on people on X, if you want to take part, put your comments in. We'll read them out. We're looking at if you could keep one, bench a player, and you had to sell a player to West Ham. Who would it be out of Gareth Bale, Chris Waddle, and David Ginola?
It's tough.
And just as we do that, Kate from Just to Go Who Loves Spurs is saying good afternoon. All good afternoon, Kate. You can't see us. We're waving at you. We're not on screen at the moment.
Kate, hope you're doing good. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
So just as people decide what they're going to do, Kate's coming and says keep Mora, loved him. Bench Lamella, loved his Rabonas and shithousery, and bench Bergwijn, speedy has to go spammers. Keep Mora, him. Bench Lamella, but then she says bench Bergwijn, speed, but he has to go to spammers. Okay, so Bergwijn, so she's keeping Mora, benching Lamella, and Bergwijn's going to West Ham.
Boom. That's solid answer.
We have got some we've got some stuff coming through now. So before are you reading the chat or not? Because if you're not, then I'll ask you the question.
No, I'm reading the chat currently. But yeah, do you want me to go first?
You always it's me that selected I selected the players, so I think you should go first. The honor, as I say, the honor is yours.
Why, thank you, my friend. Yeah, mine's not going to be nearly as other people are going to have a lot better answers than me, but that is totally cool. I am going to keep Gareth Bale. He was part of the period of time when I was falling in love with Spurs. He was really kind of coming into his own, becoming the behemoth that he was or ended up being. So I'm going to keep Bale. David Ginola's beautiful ass is going to be benched, and Chris Waddle and that gorgeous haircut are unfortunately going to West Ham. I just don't know enough about the dude. Every time we talk about him, you do like wax lyrical about him, Jose. So I guess I will, while everyone else is answering, I'll watch some clips of him. Yeah, I just don't know enough about the guy to give so he's got to go for me.
So who are you keeping? Sorry.
So keep Bale.
Keeping Bale.
Yep. Benching Mr. Ginola.
Yep. And
then Chrissy Waddle is going to West Ham.
And of these 3 players, the player that you haven't seen was Chris Waddle.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, it's before your time, before you started following Tottenham.
Correct.
Right, so going from the chat. Right. Tax Stew said, Tax Stew starts with, I know my favourite, let's see low. Nia says, no, I can't choose. Daniel Sandoval says, Deem. I think he meant damn. Nick, Talking Beer, says he'd keep Bale and Ginola. You know the rules. We've got to keep one, bench one, and sell one. Potato Stew says, "Hi, I remember those days of those shorts."
Whoa. Yeah, he was a pretty cool player. I just saw a really epic goal that he just scored.
Stacey saying, "Oh, now that's a tough choice." She's saying that she wants to keep them all.
Ooh. He's good. He's good, Jose. Yeah, he's a good player.
David Shear says, "You keep Waddle, he'll bench Bow and sell Ginola." Controversial, Mr.
I love
Shear.
it.
I know where David Shear's coming from. Right, Adrian Strikers keeping Bow, benching Waddle, sending Ginola to West Ham. Controversial. I love where Ginola's going, but Smithy's controversial in a different way. He's gone keep Bow, bench Ginola, sell Waddle.
Yeah, Smithy.
Big John Garside is keeping Bow, benching Ginola, and selling Waddle.
When I did not think that Waddle was going to be. I think I had this bad thing I do where I look at people and I go, that guy's not athletic, just because he looks slightly goofy in the shorts and the hair. But no, he's good, guys. His cutbacks, very nice. I just watched him score like 5 really good goals for Spurs.
He scored loads and loads of assists. I'm going to explain about Waddle in a minute. Kate saying keep
Bale.
Keep Bale. My mind went there. Keep Bale, bench Ginola, and Waddle to West Ham. Could you see me looking like that? You can see me. I was looking to what does that mean? Right. Anyway, audio saying he's keeping Bale, benching Ginola, and he's selling Waddle.
Your boy. Everybody's getting rid of your boy, Jose.
Rob Belcher's saying, I'll just say West Ham are getting none of these legends. That's a good answer there. Look at that. Wayne Bonner is keep Bale, bench Waddle, sell Ginola. Kluver is saying keep Waddle, never injured, brilliant in his 30s too. Bench Bale and sell Ginola and cry a little about it.
Nice.
If
Kuva's saying that Waddle's the man, he must be.
You've got Potato Stew. He's saying, in order of the picture, he'd keep, sell and bench. So he's keeping Bale, selling Waddle, and benching Ginola.
Yeah.
Stacey is saying, in order of the photo, she'll keep Bale, bench Waddle, sell Ginola as well. Mia is saying she'd end up keeping Bale, benching Ginola, selling Waddle. Not an easy choice though. Daniel Sandoval is keeping Ginola, benching Bale, and selling Waddle. Potato Stew saying big up the mullet. David Shear kindly reminds people Spurs won silverware with Mr. Waddle.
Chris.
John Garside. Big John says Waddle can't take penalties. He's referring to, don't you, Colin?
I don't.
England got knocked out of a World Cup because he was one of them guys that missed the penalties.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's where his comments coming from. Tongue in cheek from John.
Big love, John.
Wayne Bonner says you've got to keep Waddle at the club just for his singing voice. And Nick talking B, I really am glad to see you in the chat, mate. I'm glad to see you back and commenting. It's been a while, and I'm glad you're here. And you know you're always welcome, Manny. He says I don't play by the rules, Jose. I'm a rebel. That I know, Mr.
That is
Nick.
a fact. Yeah, that is a fact.
John Garside is laughing and saying Diamond Lights. So this is the song that Chris Waddle and Glenn Hoddle sung, Colin. So you know.
Okay.
The contrast is unbearable. Going from 3 I don't care about to 3 that I idolize. I feel upset now. This channel is horrible. And then we've got Kate saying that she's feeling better, and everyone's asking how she is. You've got. It's been a good long while since I've last either watched or been on LTEL and Talk and Ball stream past beyond 1 a.m. in months. The weekend loss has affected me far too much than I'd like to. Big up, Chang. I hope you're well, sir.
Yeah, take care of yourself,
yeah,
buddy.
it's late. It's late for you. So, yeah,
And
we're all saying hello. Everyone says hello because they're all saying it in the chat to you as well.
we're all
So-
sending you good vibes, man. Try to feel better, and we'll just have to go out and smash them next weekend, man. Well, not next
Yeah.
weekend, but 2 weekends from now.
Rob Belch is saying, where would we be without Diamond Lights, Hoddle and Waddle singing on top of the pops?
I'm googling it now.
Chang is saying, not being able to sleep a wink since my downward spiral from my last YouTube appearance some 24/7 hours earlier. So I guess the only way to drift off to sleep now would be to be with my Spurs family. It's very kind, but you need to get yourself some sleep, please. Sleep.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself some sleep, son. And I was going to say, Kate's just put a comment in there about you, Chang, and I can't see anything. You were superb. You were your normal self, and you were smashing it like you normally do on Kate's show yesterday. Potato Stew, he did with Hoddle, created the UK hit single Diamond Lights.
Oh my God, you guys didn't tell me there was a music video for it too.
Yeah, Diamond Lights, haha, the mullets and the clothes. Lee is saying big love to Chang, a good guy. Always remember that. Proo. Chang, a very good Wednesday, 1 a.m., April the 17th. Morning to the loveliest British Spurs ladies in both Miss Kate and Miss Mia. I'm sure Ellie is going to be pissing herself laughing when she sees that comment. Big John says, Google the song, Colin.
Oh, I'm watching it
And
right
he's
now.
doing it.
It's beautiful.
Stacey saying, yes, she agrees with John that you should Google it. It's not as good as Wheeler Walker by J.R. Stacey, lol. Steve D says, just to go to Spurs, I've not been on YouTube much lately, just too busy with life. Just seen your comment on here. I hope you're well and okay. Yeah, good afternoon, Steve D. I should have said it earlier. Oh, no, I did say hello to you earlier.
Yeah, big up, Steve D.
And then you've got Rob Belcher saying, big up yourself, Kate. As Hoddle and Waddle mentioned, you are a diamond in the community as well as Ellie and Mia. True that.
Way to tie it all together, Rob Belcher. That was nice.
He says, oh, Colin, you will love it. It's proper 80s.
Dude, this video is insane. Like, it's the most 80s thing I've ever seen. And the lady disappearing and appearing, and oh my God, and the diamonds, oh my God.
Okay, do you know what? Instead of having a Tommy on screen now, right? Just go clip it or whatever, save it and watch it in your own leisure. I'm not having you having a Tommy on my show.
It's been wonderful. That was incredible. Good thing you made me stop because I don't even know what would have happened.
Yeah. So for these players, the ultimate team player out of these three was Chris Waddle as a team player. Chris Waddle was unselfish. Chris Waddle would assist. He'd score. He'd let other people take the glory for things that were going on and that. He's an ultimate team player. He's absolutely selfless, Chris Waddle. And he's another one that I thought was before his time. He was such a good player out with the ball out wide. His drop of his shoulder and stuff like that. He used to drop his shoulder. He used to send people for Burtons and hot dogs with mustard and ketchup and onions and sauerkraut and the whole works. He was absolutely brilliant, Hodder in his heyday. Ginola was a maverick. There's no getting away from it. Ginola was an absolute maverick, and he was an entertainer. He was an entertainer. I wouldn't say he was a team player because he never trapped back and stuff like that. He just always stayed up there. And Gareth Bale, he carried Tottenham at times on his own. So it's a difficult one for me, but I'm going to keep Chris Waddle. I'm going to bench Gareth Bale, and I'm selling Ginola begrudgingly to West Ham, although it was difficult. So, but they're my three. They're my three, mate.
There you go. That was a tough one.
Just to catch up with the chat, Smithy's asking Kate where Mr. Jimbo's today. Hope all is good. Miss Kakaratos has transcended herself beyond the ladies' rung circle. She's royalty with a very apropos title, Queen.
Yeah. Big up, Chang.
All right, so you've got Chang. Right, so yeah, so Chang, I watched the show yesterday, mate. You've got Ellie, sorry, Kate. So then watching Mr. Mercedes, but he's got a message in Lee. He's still gutted with himself about yesterday, and he's very blocked up. Yeah, he's been sounding bunged up for a while, Kate. Chang, surviving through dark times and then opening up to others about it's not only brave, it's inspirational. Knowing you're not alone is a great source of strength to people. Yeah. Wow. Bench he says, wow, benching Bell, fair enough. Guess he'll go and play golf low. And Rob Belcher says, that's me done. I can't compete with that. You truly are an inspiration tool. We are blessed to have you, to Chang. And that's coming from Rob Belcher. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to put my 2 pence worth in, and I will. I'm going to say it now because I watched the show yesterday.
I haven't seen it all back.
And I watched, and it's not only watching the show yesterday, but the one thing I will say is, listen, I'm not a follower, and I'm not going to turn around and say I'm a leader. I do have my own mind, and I do have my own thoughts, and I'm able to articulate my mind and my thoughts, and I'm also prepared to accept other people's points of views, whether I agree or disagree. I accept other people's points of view, and that should happen. The one commonality that we've got amongst the whole of these YouTube channels should be that we all support Tottenham Hotspur. It's the reason why we do it, because we all support Tottenham. I can't understand why people feel the need to be horrible to each other or to go after people for no apparent reason. What is he going to get you? Is he going to get you 2 more subs by doing that? Is he going to get you, I don't know, a £2 super chat by doing it? You're selling your soul to the devil. That's the way you want to be. And that's not for me. And it's not, I don't like to see that going on. At the end of the day, people should be just, in it for the right reasons. This is my own opinion, yeah. People should be in it for the right reasons. The reason why I do this is because I love my club. I also love the community that we've built up and the people that come in to watch our shows. We get the regular people that come and watch it. The regular people comment, they get involved, say things, whether they're right, wrong, indifferent. They say things. We discuss it. We move on. I'm not here, and I don't think Colin's here, to start shoving things down people's throats and forcing people. It's like you're trying to indoctrinate people. You're trying to force people to believe that black is black and grey is grey, or white is red and orange is green and stuff like that. We're not here to do that. We should just be here to enjoy, give our opinions on what we see at the club. And whether we're right or wrong in our opinions, it's just our thoughts. Too many people, it appears, have been playing Football Manager for too long, and it's as if their word is gospel, and they're the only the right people, and they don't entertain the debate or another thought process from coming from another area, and that's not right. So at the end of the day, all we want to see out there is we want to see people just be able to have freedom of speech, be able to talk about the club that they love, and have their points of view without going over the top and start criticizing X, Y, and Z, and calling out people, calling people names, and it's not needed. It really isn't needed. Everyone should be entitled to their opinion, and at the end of the day, if you don't like the opinion, then don't say nothing, because all you're doing is you're causing drama and hurt to people, because people have all got feelings. We are human beings, and we've all got feelings at the end of the day, regardless how thick-skinned we may think we are. It does affect us all in different ways.
Absolutely.
And to say that you're wrong and I'm right. I mean, Colin has opinions, and I listen to what Colin's opinions are. If I don't agree with them, I still listen to what he said. Colin listens to my opinions. If he doesn't agree, he still listens to what I said, and that's the way we should all be. And I'm not talking just about Colin and myself. It's just the way I see it, that everybody should be like this. Everybody should be able to articulate their opinions. And like I said, if you don't like what's being said, then don't say anything at all. It's best just to keep quiet, keep it to yourself, without, I'm going to come in over the top and turn around and I'm going to try and poison the people because I want to come in over the top with it. What for? As I keep saying, what for? Because you wanted to get 2 extra subs? Or because you wanted to have a £2 super chat? There is no need for it at all from anybody. And, I just hope that people change their ways. We're all human beings. And if people realise they've made an error, realise you've made the error, and just don't do it again, just move on from it. But I fear that there's some people that you can't reason with some people, because I turn around and I hear certain things that go on out there in the community, and certain things are being said. Now, some people that believe in everything they actually say, and they really do, there's a delusion that they believe in everything they've actually said. And some people, if Tottenham do badly, they turn around and say, see, I told you so, I told you so. But then if Tottenham do really well, Tottenham haven't done really well. People won't turn around and say Tottenham have done well. What they'll do is they'll pick an argument somewhere else to say the reason why they've done well is because
we got lucky and the other team was playing like shit. And
at the end of the day, sometimes I question, and I do sometimes question it, whether people actually do have a love for their own team, because there seems to be a hell of a lot of hate out there, and it shouldn't be like that at all. At the end of the day, if you're going to love your team, then love your team and just respect each other. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. I just hope that everybody respects each other. I've seen quite a few people upset for the last few days, but then I've seen a few other people upset for a while now. And I just hope it just stops. And, find your space. Stay with the people that you believe in, you trust in, and that that have got your back. If people start getting too much, let them go. Simple as, let them go. You've got, in life, you only get life once, and in that life you've got to try and be as happy as you possibly can. There are things that we have to do when we live in life. Some of us have got to work to live. Some people live to work. And for people's mental health, you want to be as happy as possible. And if some of these things get on top of you, I suggest you steer clear of the people that are going to bring negative vibes into your well-being, and just stick with the people that are going to give positive vibes into your well-being. But yeah, I just hope that it all stops and that we can all move on, and let's support Tottenham. Let's support Tottenham, and let's all be one. Let's all root the team. Let's all be one, and let's all charge in the same direction instead of scattergunning around. Let's all charge in the same direction, and that's all I wanted to say on the matter. You got anything you wanted to say, Colin? You happy with that being said?
Yeah, basically, just like I always try to say in the stream, be nice to yourself and be nice to other people, and you'll be surprised how much better your life will be. That's really, from a selfish perspective, your life gets better when you are nicer to other people, when you're more kind and open to things. So just, even if you're just doing it for yourself, even if you're doing it for a selfish reason, just be a good person. It improves every single facet of your life. I promise you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So with that, I hope that everybody has enjoyed the stream today. I just saw a few comments coming in, and I've noticed what's been going on the last few days. Not said anything, and I just felt, because I could see all the comments and that, I just felt it was apt to actually turn around and just say something now. And I'm hoping that people will go out and be nice to each other. And if you can't be nice, just don't say fucking nothing at all. Just keep your mouth shut. Do you know what I mean? Don't antagonize people. Don't get people up their backs and that, and just let people just enjoy themselves. So Destiny 5 just joined us and said, what's happened? What's happened, Destiny, is that a lot of people have had a really bad week on on predictions, and some of us are mulling over the scores that we got this week. So just to remind people about predictions this week, because Tottenham aren't playing this weekend, on Friday we will be covering the predictions for this weekend, which is 7 Premiership games which are being played Saturday, Sunday and Monday, plus the 2 FA Cup games. That'll make it 9 games. And then there are 6 games being played on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So that makes it 15 fixtures that we're going to do predictions for, which gives everybody a chance to make points up on people. But for the people that have just joined now that I haven't seen, can you just quickly bring the results up? I know you got to go work. I know I'll shoot off as well.
No, you're good, buddy.
Because we've got some people in the chat now that weren't on here earlier.
Yeah.
Just tell them how many points they got this week.
Let me pull this comment off here.
So I think you have.
So who are we looking for?
Right. So from the top, Kate was in the chat. So Kate scored 4 points this week.
Nice week, Kate. Nice. I got 1. You see up there.
Jim. So you can let him know, scored 4 points this week as well.
Nice.
Destiny's here as well, isn't he?
Yeah. What page was he on? There we go. I see him.
I'm trying to go down to see from the list
he's second to the bottom on this one. So Destiny's got 6 points for the week.
Yeah. So Destiny scored 6 points for this week as well. So with that being said, the league table now looks like.
Boom.
So Kate has jumped into 8th place.
Nice work, Kate.
On the back of this week's predictions. Who else? You've got Jim is in 10th. You've got Chang is in 19th. Chang has now broken the 100 barrier.
Nice.
He's
nice
on 100.
Chang.
So we've got 19 people that have got to 100 points now. Destiny, you've jumped into 27th place, Destiny. You've now got 57 points.
Nice
You're
work.
in 27th. David Shee, you haven't got 69 points, David.
Where is David?
He don't know.
There he is, 41st and on
David
42
Shee,
points.
You into 41st, you got 42 points. So that's where you all are. But for Friday's stream, it'll be 15 games that we're doing. So we're covering this week. It'll be the league games from Saturday through to Thursday, plus the 2 FA Cup games, and it'll only be the scores within 90 minutes that we're doing. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
And then you've got, you've got a lot of people have been. I missed all the chat. Bloody hell. You got Lee, right? Let's go. So you got Lee Smithy saying, unfortunately, Jose, we have quite a few dickheads in our community, and I hate people that bully or drag people down just because of football opinions. True. Getting a couple of well saids there from people. No, it's not well said. It's just the way that things should be. In my world, it's the way that I like things to be. People need to act like adults and learn. If you have nothing to say, don't say it. Don't say it. No one knows what someone is going through. Just stick your opinion, and those who are in your chat. Correct. Yeah. No need to start calling people out. Exactly that. Big John says, I ain't a Spud fan, but I love the community here. It's a good crack, and I do say it as it is. Which, John, you do. And for those people that haven't seen John, if you see him on Jesse's, he has got the most broadest and strongest Yorkshire accent I've ever heard in my life. It is absolute quality. Then we've got Emir is saying we should all want our club to do well, even if it means that we are wrong. Who cares if you are wrong?
I'm wrong all the time. Like, I'm literally wrong about things.
Smithy saying, Ellie, if you play keep West Ham, you're miles behind. Fantastic. The Stevie D saying, let's be honest, I've noticed some people on YouTube become complete narcissistic knobheads. Chang is saying, just to clear something up, there's actually a lot more going on with my own personal life, my job, career, and my family's well-being the past month that just boiled over from the early Saturday kickoff. Nah, Chang, mate, you no worries whatsoever. You take care of yourself and your family and your health. That's all comes first, mate. First of all, I'm going to tell you, your health comes first. Then it's your family, all right? Because if you're not healthy, you're not there to look after your family. So people always need to remember, people that have got husbands, wives, children, partners, your health is most important, not your partner's, not your husband or wife's, it's your health. Because if your health ain't intact at 100, then you ain't there to look after nobody else. So always look after your health first and foremost. And then everything else, you can look after everyone else. You can look after family, friends, whatever you need to after. You can money, work, anything. Everything rolls in, but you have to be 100 first of all. Yeah. So look after you first and foremost. Look after yourselves, and then you can worry about everything else. Daniel, I'm a Tottenham fan who just wants to enjoy life and support my team, and I won't let anyone change my opinion on that.
Yeah.
Who says everyone wants the team to do well, but our ideas on how we achieve it can be wildly different. There's massive frustration for a lot of people when others don't understand their viewpoint. Mia says, in life, you always get back what you give, so be kind. Chan says, so it's nothing to do with anything Spurs, football or Spurs related, but rather a very mentally rooted well-being that's plagued me for a good 3 decades of my life. Glad I have my Spurs familia here.
Always here for you, Chang. I'm gonna reach out to you on WhatsApp.
No, he said, yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Stevens. I can absolutely guarantee you I will not mess up or confuse my 11:30 a.m. Wednesday morning UK time show with
No problem.
Majestic Queen Ellie here on LTEL and Talking Ball. Right, hold on. Chang, are we messing it up already? Are you not on with Ellie tomorrow at 11? Because Ellie, I believe, does a show afterwards with Kate. So it won't be 11:30. Your shows at the shows in the morning on LTEL at 11 o'clock, Chang. All right. So just to make sure that you're not gonna come at 11:30, come at 11 o'clock because the show will start with Ellie at 11. Destiny says that he's creeping up as a late comer. So I'm talking about going up the league. Naya to all people who scored less than me. Boo to all those who scored more. I'm calling out everyone above me in the table. Then we've got Destiny saying, bloody hell, 15 games, as long as you're happy putting the work in, Sir Jose. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Destiny, I finished yesterday doing it. I started it just before midnight because obviously I had to wait for the Chelsea result to happen and stuff like that. It started well before midnight, but I finished at 1 o'clock in the morning doing it and then sent them to Colin. So Colin prepped them today for today's show. But no, I enjoy doing it. It's a slog, but it's good to see everybody getting involved and, you know, people talking about each other, about what they've got, what they haven't got, what results they've gone for and whatever. It's superb because everybody gets involved. And that's exactly what we've been talking about. We want everyone to get involved. We want everyone to feel part of something. You want everyone just to get on. And that's why I'm happy with a community being built where people do get to know each other and do get on. Do you know what I mean? It's just an extension from a pub, basically, isn't it, really? 6, just like Newcastle, bloody typical from Meta. Ellie is saying, I'm 4th, so I'm in a Champions League position. So I'm Spurs. So I'm Spurs, as we'll finish 4th.
Love it.
Destiny saying there's too many keyboard warriors on YouTube. David Shears saying good night. Good night to all my cobbers and cadets. Well said, Smithy Cobber. Good night, David. Take care, mate. 7 hours in front makes it quite late for you at the moment, mate. Much love for our John. Yep, it's true, from the Mum Overlord. It's 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, David, get yourself some kip. Family, my family and Spurs are the loves of my life. Is Ellie saying that? Chang saying, I'm an Asian from Southeast Asia. I absolutely adore Mr. John Garside's Leeds United FC accent over in JSY Loves Football Channel. Big up Chan is coming from Meta Football. Mia saying, we all have Spurs, our destination, but follow different paths to get there. Some cross over, some they don't. But we all want to do as well. That's the thing that should keep us together. Good. So it's half an hour early at 11 a.m. UK time, Wednesday morning with Queen Ellie. Yeah, you're on at 11 with Ellie because Ellie does a show with Kate or after. So you can't go after 11 just in case. If you go on for an hour and a half, then you're going to be cutting into Kate's show. So start at 11 and you'll be finished for Kate's show. Ellie saying, yeah, Chang, 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'll send you the link later so you have it for tomorrow's show, hun. Rob is saying to Chang, remember, my friend, if you need time, take it. We'll still be here. Since you came into our lives, it's become richer. Thank you. I totally agree with that. Bobby K is here saying, shoot, I'm late. Good afternoon, everyone. What did I miss? Bobby K scored. You might as well show the points again. Sorry, not the points. The Bobby K scored. Bobby, you came second this week on 11 points. You scored 11 points in your predictions. You had 3 correct scores, and you had 2 predictions. So you scored 11 points, and that then meant, Bobby, that you have in the league table, you made a move.
Where's he at here?
There he is.
Yeah.
Bobby K, you have jumped into 3rd place now, Bobby. You've overtaken Ellie and gone into 3rd place. That brings you up to date, Bobby, of where you are at. Mia's kind. She said, "I'll send everyone your way after my 10 o'clock show." Yeah, I'm sure that'll be greatly received by Ellie and by Chang. Thank you very much, Mia. John is so Meta Football is saying, "Big up John Garside." Yeah.
Yes. Big up.
David Shearer, I thought was going to bed, is now saying King Dost Haru. So he's still in the chat. Kuva99 says, "I really think you need a dedicated website for the predictions, Jose. People just log in and enter their scores. Imagine how much work you'll have if this grows to 500 plus people doing it, lol." Yeah. If I could get 500 people on it, then I'd be very, very happy. So, yeah, I'd be happy if I get 500 people entering it. The more the merrier. As I said, it makes me happy to see that people enjoy doing the predictions and people can see what each other's going for, and you get the banter between people and all that. And I love it. I think it's great, and for that reason, I'm happy to do it. It's got bigger than what I ever thought it would do because we only started like 11 or 12 people, and now we've got 105 people playing. I'm really happy to do it. I'll do it, and in the summer, after the end of the season, I'll probably get a nice rest, and then I'll probably, from my madness, I'll probably kick it in and start it again next season anyway. Remember, you wonderful people, there's no I in team. Just do it my way. Bobby's saying sweet because he's seen where he is in the league. Potato Stew second to me, Bobby. Hope you're well, my friend. So Potato Stew got 12 points this week, and Bobby got 11. And who was it that got 10? Someone got 10. It was Sanchez, Bethnal Green. So they're the only 3 that got got into double figures this week. Ellie's just saying, "Bobby, you're on top of me." Oh yeah. And then good afternoon, Andres. He says, "In the end of the day, it's only a game. Life is bigger." Correct. And with that, tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock on LTEL, you've got Ellie and Chang with their show, and then tomorrow at 4 o'clock, you will have LTEL 4 o'clock. Colin will be hosting the show because I will be at work. So Colin will be hosting on LTEL tomorrow. No doubt Colin may get a guest on and stuff like that. So please hit the notification bell and look out for LTEL for tomorrow, for Thursday, for Friday. And you remember, Colin, Talk and Ball member shows tonight.
It is in roughly 3 hours from now. So if you're a member or you'd like to become a member, the link is already pinned in the chat, or it was yesterday. I'm not sure if it went away. But yeah, please get over to my channel today, hang out. We're just going to be goofing off, talking. Members can have their say, talk about whatever they want. I do ask that we try to keep it civil, but I'm sure we will. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. I can't wait to see everybody there.
Yeah. So if you haven't already become a member, great opportunity to become a member at Talk and Ball, and get on the stream and get yourself on and have a chat rather than having to type 250 words and then stop and say, "Oop, I ain't got enough room for that message," and then start typing again. It's much easier to articulate it verbally. So get yourself a membership, get on the show, show this man some love. He does a lot of work for a lot of people, and he's another valued member of the community. So please show Mr. Siebers some love and go on to Talk and Ball tonight at 9:30 this evening BST, which is in 3 hours time.
Yes.
And with that being said, I know you haven't got to go work, have you?
No.
No, you haven't. I was thinking you had to go work. You don't have to go work. I'm thinking, why am I saying to work? But I've got to shoot.
I probably will too, just so that I can.
Yeah, we've been on for 2.5 hours, so I think we've been on long enough. So people, look, thank you very much for joining in. I wish you all a remainder of your pleasant day, and hopefully most of you can come on to Talk and Ball tonight at 9:30 in 3 hours time. have your say, have some fun, and that. I mean,
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm
and then
excited.
go from there. And then, as I said, tomorrow look out for LTEL 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock shows tomorrow. Thursday's 4 o'clock, and Friday will be an 11 o'clock show in the morning, and then 4 o'clock we'll do predictions. So yeah, peace out, everybody. Colin, any final words from you, son?
Just my usual. Be good to yourself and be good to everybody around you. And
Yeah. Sorry, Nita's just come in. She says, good evening all. I wish I knew how to do screenshots. I saw some really fateful things on a podcast over the weekend. Hate is poison. Yeah, I think we've done that one to death, Nita, and we're just hoping that everybody has a good day. Be good to each other, be good to yourselves, and we will catch up with everybody. So, without further ado, I'm going to say, come on, you Spurs. In Ange we trust, and I want to thank everybody in the chat. And if you haven't done so already, hit a like on the way out for the stream. Make a comment at the end of the stream if you wish. And if you haven't subbed already, which I'm sure I know you will have, then